standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
The multi-dimensional portal is open. Konnichigen is your favorite superstar host, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Aiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber idol form for your entertainment. Happy Wednesday, maniacs, superstars, supernovas of all ages. I think the volume is a little bit high on that. Let's reduce it down. Hello there! I hope you are all ready for another Star Maker Day today, because it's the creation of a new superstar, a new character in LOTRO, and I believe the final character we will be creating, at least in a long, long time, perhaps ever. Because if I ever create other characters, it's gonna be the same characters but in other servers, if that makes any sense. So here we are. That's the way it's gonna be. It's going to be a Brawler superstar, a Dwarf Brawler superstar right here. And well, we're about to go back to character creation heaven. It's not hell, it's heaven. I don't know what kind of dwarf we're gonna make, but he has to be different than Bolston and ℠𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒, I guess you could say. I still want to change that ℠𝕠𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒 name. A long time ago, it was a suggestion that somebody made on the LOTRO stream. I actually did stream that on the LOTRO stream, I remember now. And a viewer suggested that, and I went for it, but I kind of want to change it personally. It's Gimli and Legolas combined, and I feel like I want to go for a more original name than that, if you will. Not to say anything wrong about that viewer though. I feel bad at changing from a name that I got from a viewer, but ultimately I think it's gonna be for the best. But yeah, yesterday we had some Fall Guys mayhem. Today we're gonna brawl. We're gonna be punching people in the face. We're gonna uppercut, jab them, straight punch them. Well, not just in the face, because this is a dwarf, so some of them may not actually be punched in the face, but this is gonna be a very interesting way to do things, let me tell you that. This is gonna be a very interesting way to go about it, I would say. So, yeah, with that being said, let's not wait any further. Let us not wait any further, because we are gonna be in character creation for a while, potentially. Let us launch LOTRO. The launcher is ready, and I have it all there. This reminds me, I'm gonna make a note. To open FF14, I think it had an update, so there's probably going to be a download by opening the launcher and stuff. Yeah, it's something I need to keep in mind. To open the launcher. Yeah, if we ever stream ESO again, by the way. Which is a possibility if you want me, if we meet a certain goal for the subathon and you want me to stream ESO. So what you're going to decide, if you decide my schedule, if we meet that goal, I'll mention this again, don't worry. But what you will decide is whether how many days of the week I will stream and which days they will be. Only Monday is out of the question, and Saturday is max, so it doesn't include the Sunday after that. So it's a week that starts on that Sunday, kind of. You can choose the schedule for me. Yeah, only Monday and Sunday are out, so it could be the 5 days in between. It can be only 1 day if you want, or it can be 3, 4, 2 days, whatever. Whatever the maniacs choose. The time is gonna be the same though. Probably gonna be the same as the time I've always had. Here she is. Here's Machai. I think we should have a little roster. Yeah, I do this every time, right? We've been doing this every time we create the new character, or at least the last few times we've done it. I just wanna like load it. I just wanna load them so that they appear on the screen like that. Kind of like loading the cache, if you will. And yeah, this is what it's gonna look like, because this is my other dwarf. The other is a stout axe dwarf, so it's different. We're gonna see this background and all that. Just, I'll do the head count in a moment, and we'll take a look at the current roster of superstars. 10 shining stars. It's not just the 7 stars anymore. That's how it's gonna be. And we're gonna go for 11 now. So, Alterborn, Man Guardian. Bolston, Dwarf Hunter. Gimlogas, Stout Axe Champion. Griselberg, Hobbit Burglar. Gwendiel, Elf Runekeeper. Kaiden, Elf Minstrel. Machai, Hobbit Warden. Miklos, Man Lore Master. Molhana, Bjorning. Diora, High Elf Captain. And now is the time for a new character. Dwellers of stone and miners of metal, the dwarves are doughty folk, resistant to the corruption of the enemy, but not to greed. And Brawler is already selected. Let's see.
Brawlers are warriors who delight in the thrill of close combat. Scorning traditional weapons in favor of heavily armored fists, they rely on staggering blows, swift strikes, and sheer toughness to win the day. Brawlers are valuable members of any fellowship, whether laying waste to many foes or standing fast before waves of brutal attacks. They urge allies on through unbridled shows of ferocity.
Class difficulty advanced, role offense defense. Do they get to be tanks as well? I don't think I've heard of them being tanks also. And am I noticing some choppiness, some lag in myself there? Let me take a look at the task manager. No way that LOTRO would cause that on my computer. No effing way. Wow! LOTRO... What? The LOTRO client is spiking the graphics card? What? What? It's Lord of the Rings Online! What the hell is going on? Wow! When was the last time I didn't have scuff on a live stream? Oh my god! We are just getting started. We're like within the first 10 minutes or so, and already we're with an unexplainable issue. What the hell is going on? This is so weird. This is so weird. What the heck is this? I'm sorry. My GPU is at 97%. Over 60% is taken by LOTRO. Hold on. It's the Brawler class animations. No, wait, no, it's not. That is so weird. Why would LOTRO take that much? It can't be. It's the Lord of the Rings Online. It's not possible that it takes that much. It's impossible. It's like, how is it possible for LOTRO to take so much? I don't believe it. NBC Face is taking about 18%. OBS is taking about 12%, 13%, 15%. I'm going for the highest amount. No, 16%. And LOTRO just goes up, especially when I'm doing this. How is that possible? It's the Lord of the Rings Online. How is it possible for a game like this to take so much? Because it is LOTRO, like, Rurin. Oh god, how? But it's weird, it didn't happen before. Mr. Knight told you. Well, you were right. How? But I didn't have this problem before. But it didn't happen last week. But it didn't happen before. Why? How is it possible? A game from 2007, at the very best, the graphics are from 2010 or so. Like, you know, they're graphics that my graphics card should not have, it shouldn't have such high usage on a graphics card like mine. The 1060, 6 gigabytes. NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060, 6 gigabytes. How is it possible? It just slipped your notice? Well, I don't think it was happening beyond the character creation screen as much, but here, I have the bloody task manager open. I have it open. You pointed it out to me last week, really. This doesn't bode well for future LOTRO live streams. That can't be possible. That can't be possible. That breaks my heart, man. Well, at least it's kinda spiking it, kinda not spiking it. You do see me get a little bit laggy, but not too laggy. I'm moving a lot just so you can see what I mean. Is when I move a lot, especially when you see my hair movement, is when you can see the problems. Even Fall Guys doesn't take as much as this. It's a more modern game, and the graphics definitely look more modern. Though to be fair, they're a very different graphic style, but still. How is it possible? Well, Thank you, Rurin. First of all, thank you for being here. Hello, good day, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, I guess. And yeah. And thank you for pointing it out. Well, the show must go on. Let's just continue. I mean, it's not like it's unplayable or anything, or the stream is undoable, but yeah. Let's see. Brawlers are aggressive melee fighters who wield a unique resource called metal to maximize their damage and fuel their most powerful skills. Although their offensive capabilities truly shine in one-on-one combat, they are not without recourse when faced with multiple enemies. In fellowships, a brawler's abrasive nature helps them hold the ire of their foes and keep their allies safe. So they're basically tanks. Brawlers are formidable fighters whose bold maneuvers can topple their foes and safeguard their allies. This class is inspired by Helm Hammerhand, who, to the astonishment of many, would take to the battlefield bare-handed. Well, there it is. And we're gonna create a new dwarf. Where should they be from? I believe ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒 is from the Lonely Mountain. I don't remember where my stout axe is from. Where should I do this from? The Iron Hill seems like a good idea. The potato game engine is the #1 issue with LOTRO, and no one wants to fix it. Well, I now share your sentiment. Even more so than before, because I did share your sentiment, and now more than ever, like, how can it be so unplayable? How is that possible? Like, this is the kind of lag that I get with Apex Legends. LOTRO shouldn't have something like that. No, well, with Apex Legends it's probably worse than this, but still. How is it possible to get this lag on myself? Like, you know, having VC Face, having OBS Studio, and having LOTRO open. And Opera is taking a little bit of GPU as well, but it's only like 4% at best. Not gonna be as much as that. When I'm flipping the screen like this, it really spikes up. Oh god, the game is starting to get to an unplayable point. And if it's like this right now, it's just gonna get worse and worse with time. If it's gonna be like that, yeah, SSG is gonna have to step up their game. Not even step up their game, just, you know, do something about this. I think a short-haired dwarf would be a good idea, because I think the other two I have are long-haired. Let me take a look at them again, just very quickly. I know ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟, well, not very long-haired, but like longer than a short haircut, if you will. And uncalled-for has a ponytail there. Great beard. So it's the beard with the 3 braids. ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟 has that one like that. Good stuff. I want to see the stout axes and see what possible places they can be from. Oh, okay. I totally forgot that, and how could I? How could I? An Iron Hills dwarf with black hair seems like a good idea. I already got white hair with uncalled-for. I already got orange hair with ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟. I know there are other options, but I think black hair would be good. I could literally ramble for hours on how much I hate the LOTRO game engine. Ah, well, now I understand why you would ramble so much. Why you and Mist and more people would. I hate to say it, but it might mean that LOTRO will, after all this time, will be put on the back shelf. Just like ESO, just like partly SOTOR, and other games before it. And it will just appear here and there. Until they fix it. Especially now that Final Fantasy XIV has taken a place among my streams. And you know, this can be my excuse, if you will, to focus on only one MMORPG for the most part. Unless, well, Final Fantasy XI is meant to come back, but yeah. Which is something I kind of wanted to do at the start of the year, and I'm somebody that changes his mind a lot. Maybe I have ADHD, it's something I've considered, and if I do, it would explain that. But just so you know, I change my mind a lot about things. Not because I am flaky or because I am undetermined, but rather because I feel I see the fairness in all points, in all paths you can take. And thus my indecision in a lot of things I do. A lot of the time, I actually use a die to take a decision. You know what I want to have, actually? I want to get like a bracelet or a necklace in which I can put my die and I can immediately remove it and easily put it back on the bracelet or necklace. Is there anything like that? Because I would carry it with me everywhere. Everywhere. Like I have a random number generator on my phone, but it's not as good as a die. You know, rolling a die is fun. It's a D20 that I roll, so it's fun. Like a little tabletop experience. Just look no further than the LOTRO lag. Well, LOTRO was the only MMO I played, I got used to it, but once I started playing other MMOs like Star Trek Online and of course 14, I realized how painfully bad LOTRO is designed. Look, I would not be complaining, not complain is not the word. I would not be noticing it as much, I would not be feeling like it's a problem for me if I were not a VTuber. And I don't have a potato PC. It's not a high-end PC either. Like, I can definitely upgrade it. I'm hoping to do that in the future. It's a lot of money to do so. I'm not gonna get it anytime soon, but it's not a potato PC either. I don't have 1 GB of RAM and like a generic onboard, I don't know, 480 megabyte graphics card or some madness like that. Nowadays, something like that is just not viable for video gaming. But, and you know, like a Intel Core 4 processors from 2008 or 2002 CPU. No, I don't have something like that. So I should be able to run a VTuber program. It's 3D. I think 3D is takes more on the resources than Live 2D. At least that's what I've been told. I hear different accounts about it, but yeah. You know, I should be able to run a VTuber software like VSeeFace, a streaming software, OBS Studio, and this game. But it's taken over 70% of the graphics card. And as you said, it's gotta be the engine. It's the engine. I don't know what the game engine means. I've never understood what a game engine is. So I just have to take your word for it. That is the engine. Is there a way to explain, like I'm 5, what a game engine is? I see the Unreal game engine and, you know, other game engines that are like trailblazers in the industry or whatever. And I never understood what the game engine actually means. You haven't gotten to the mid to end game zone, which I literally lag hell. Ministers crashed my whole PC multiple times due to how bad the lag was, and it happened both on and off stream. Ah, that is a pity. That is a pity. I've seen other streamers get to that later part, and they don't seem to have as much lag. But maybe I haven't fully paid attention. Well, regardless, we are going to continue here. And I think we're going to be from the Iron Hills. I want to make the hair as dark as possible. Well, it doesn't have to be extremely dark either, but this will be good. So I know I'm covering a little bit of the screen here, but hopefully you're able to follow along with what I'm doing. You come from the Iron Hills, settled by dwarfs as a refuge from the cold drakes, and whence came Dane Ironfoot, king under the mountain, kinsman of the great ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕠. Hold on, I have an idea. Why don't we make a decision? The only one that's out of the question is the... Wait. No, wait, I was gonna say the Lonely Mountain. Where is Bolston from, actually? Okay, this is gonna make it take longer, but I need to see where Bolston is from, and I think you can see it from the title in the game. And, well, yeah, this will help the game load a little bit. Obviously, the GPU has calmed down now. You can see I'm much more smooth in my movements and all that. Actually, I've been thinking about it, and I think one of the upgrades I need to do is a microphone upgrade before I do anything else. Having a condenser microphone using the noise suppression in OBS has its limits. And I realized that because I watched a little bit of yesterday's stream. And I'm noticing now when my voice gets very high-pitched, like, what the hell is going on? Kind of like that, right? It's lost a lot because the noise suppression doesn't pick up those high ranges. A lot of the time when I'm singing, I just remove the noise suppression. And I do need to use it because the condenser microphone picks up too much. Now, those of you who know more about this may be asking, Kaiden, why don't you use a noise gate? Because a noise gate makes me sound terrible and it makes things worse. This is what I sound like with the noise gate. It's been a while since I checked how I sound with it, but I just hate the sound of it. I just don't like the way my voice sounds. I just don't like the way it it just messes up with the other sounds, if that makes any sense, but this is the reason why I have to switch to noise suppression without any noise gate, just noise suppression and the compressor. Still, compare this issue to a game like F14, where I have not met so many players that play F14 on potato PCs, and guess what? No lag, no crashing, no rubber banding, because F14 is just a better design game. Even on potato PCs, what are the PC specs like though? Because I noticed that I would feel like LOTRO is better at the graphics department because they show so many options. Look at it. Very low, low, medium, high, very high, ultra high. Years ago when I started playing LOTRO, when the lag wasn't so bad, I guess. I know you've told me and missed that this has been around for years, but I started playing in 2015 and I played it with my laptop. Kind of a potato laptop. It was only lacking on the graphics card department, as most laptops do, I guess. The CPU and the RAM were good. Maybe not so good anymore, but back then they were. We're talking about 2015, 16, and 17 mostly. Part of 17 at least. That's when I played LOTRO on the laptop. And I would play it on low or very low graphics. At the very best, I could do medium. Would definitely not be able to do that in an epic battle, but it ran so well, it was able to adapt so well. And if I had any issues, it was from my side, not from their side. And yeah, look at that. The GPU is like 80%. LOTRO was taking like... No, and this is because I don't have any grass in this area. Let me travel to the Shire. Let me travel to the Shire to immediately get some grass so we see how the performance is. Don't think I forgot what I came here to do though. I'm just going to check the title for Bolston and where he's from. I don't remember what his lore was exactly. He had like kind of specific lore, but I don't remember what it was anymore. Sorry about my rambling. As someone who grew up loving LOTRO, and honestly still do, it honestly breaks me to see the death of this game on the horizon and to see so many not seeing it coming. I don't think it's as bad as the death, as long as, well, the engine doesn't get worse, this situation doesn't get worse, and if it gets worse and worse and worse, yeah. If the death of the game happens, I hope we can have private servers and all that. A game like this, I think, will have it. Oh, there's an event going on right now. I thought that happened on Thursdays. Was it on Wednesdays? Yeah, I think there's a weekly event where they play a concert. I'm seeing people do emotes nearby. And yeah, something like that is going on. There is some lag right now, but it's kind of buffering. In this case, it's kind of fair. It's something that, you know, we can cut some slack for, given that it's loading a lot of players nearby and it's loading a lot of textures. Okay, the grass is not so bad. The grass is not so bad. I mean, it's not very complicated grass like in Final Fantasy XIV, but still, it's something worth checking. But what I came here to do... I would love to be part of the event, but we have to go for that Star Maker Day. We gotta create that new superstar. Now, let me check my titles because that's where I get to see where he's from. Deed, event, heritage. Yes, he is indeed from the Lonely Mountain. You hail from Erebor, the Lonely Mountain, where Smaug the Golden made his lair until Thorin Oakenshield reclaimed it for his people. There does Dane Ironfoot now rule as king under the mountain. I don't even remember the reason why Bolston ventured out of the Lonely Mountain because I did make it part of his lore. This is why it's kind of important for me where they're from on the character creation screen. I want to make it part of their lore. And it's good that you can always see in case you forget, because you're most likely going to forget if you're with that character for a while. After 100 hours of gameplay, if you're an alcoholic with 11 characters, right? Yeah. So, we can make a vote to say where this new character is going to be from. Although, it sounds like fun not to do it from the Blue Mountains, to do it from a new location. Erurin, Maniacs, do you have a particular preference as to where to make this door from? So, 4 options we have. If you don't choose, I can roll a d4. We can roll a d4 right now to decide. The Blue Mountains, the Iron Hills, the Grey Mountains, the White Mountains. Let me read their lore though. The Blue Mountains. Your home is in Ered Luin, the Blue Mountains. Though to be fair, I wasn't noticing as much lag when I was playing the game. It's mostly the character creation that gets really weird. Yeah. Your home is in Ered Luin, the Blue Mountains, where there had once been 2 great dwarf kingdoms, and where the kinsman of Thrain and his son Thorin Oakenshield lived in exile after Smaug drove them from the Lonely Mountain. I think that was the reason why Bolton ventured, because he wanted to see the heritage, sort of. The Lonely Mountain is a true heritage, the true place where they lived. But he wanted to see the place where Thorin lived for a while, because dwarves did establish a place there. You come from the Iron Hills, settled by dwarves as a refuge from the cold drakes, and whence came Dane Ironfoot, king under the mountain, kinsman of the great Thorin Oakenshield. You are from Eret Mithrin, the Grey Mountains, the chief of which is Mount Gundabad, from whence came Durin the Deathless, first father of the dwarves. Your kindred returned to the mountains after the dragons perished. Does that include Smaug? White Mountains. You are from the southwestern halls of Eret Dimrace, the White Mountains in the south bordering the lands of Andrast. Though your kingdom lies far from the central mountains where men once dwelt, the rumor of the Oathbreakers has given your realm an ill name. Well, with that in consideration, I'm game for any of these, honestly. I kind of like the idea of a brawler dwarf from the same place that Dane Ironfoot comes from. The decline of the game is fully the engine. Back in like 2015, the lag was hardly noticeable because the engine could still sort of hold the game performance together. Now, however, due to the additions of new areas, new group content like epic battles and new raids, for example, and in 2015 epic battles were around. I think they were kind of new. And new mechanics like war steeds, the game engine has slowly begun to implode on itself. And war mounts were also around back then. But yeah, I see your point and it still stands, Rurin. While that ad break is going on, I think I'm gonna make a poll. And yeah, if we don't get enough messages, enough votes, that's okay. We can decide in another way. But any of these sound good to me in a way. We're gonna have those 4 options. Blue Mountains, Iron Hills, Grey Mountains, White Mountains. We're gonna make it run for... Let's give it 3 minutes because I'm also gonna decide the name in that time. Let's see how it goes. Also, SSG adding huge modern graphic updates might have seemed a good idea at the time, but I think that was also a death toll on game performance. So the lesson I'm learning here, what I'm learning from this is that if you want to update the graphics of your game, it's a good idea to also update the graphics engine. So I have 3 names that I got. I actually went through the name generator a little bit before the stream, but I didn't have much time to go far with it. I have a name called Numlir, a name Oristout, and Cory as some names I'm considering if I don't like any of the names here. Hambog though! Hambog seems like a great name, great bombastic dwarf name right there. You vote Iron Hills? Okay. Make sure to vote in the poll there, and I'll take a look. I'm not seeing the votes, like I could see them in real time, but I prefer to like see them until it's over. Hambog seems good. Skalgard, Fundil. Some names I can't even read. Fungalt, Farfret, Stanek, Dorfi. Dorfi, I kind of like that. I'm putting them on a list off the screen, just so you know. Disorgot, interesting. Livgold mod. Drandivif, Wifnemar. That's very classic English, like very Saxon maybe. I like it. Oh, you can't see the poll? Okay. I'm gonna count your vote then. I'm gonna count your vote, Rurin. You should be able to see polls on mobile. That's weird. I remember you could see them. Hopefully that's not a Twitch problem, because otherwise it's weird that they wouldn't like fix that by now. Speaking of fixing problems. Thitnar, Marlstein, Godstar, Roddy, Nalborstar, Tolkat. Tolkat like Tolkien. Tolkat. I'm gonna consider that. Kinda feels like Tolkien. Mordfast. I like the name Mordfast for like the dwarf from Mordor. He's fast because he went out of Mordor. He was able to walk out of Mordor, run out of Mordor, and he was fast. Mordfast. Ersi, Samstein or Samsteen, Melnim, Hagol, Golensurk, Sortrenek, Grotren. Oh, and this may also affect the way the name goes. Oh yeah, dwarves tend towards short, simple Norse-style names. Common endings are ori, oin, ili, alin, orin, osi, imli, and ormur. Coupled with beginnings using consonants like d, f, g, j, paired consonants like dir, du, fl, gl, tr. Examples are dori, gloin, kili, balin, thorin, flosi, gimli, and gormur. A few dwarves have more complex names, combining whole words with specific endings or other whole words. Examples: Skorgrim, Einskaldir, or Einskaldir, it may be. So the final result of the poll is the Iron Hills. Counting your vote right there, Rurin. We're gonna make it be from the Iron Hills, the same place where Dane comes from. He now rules under the mountain, but is originally from there. So we'll lock that hair color there. Oh, wait. Let me see if I can... Yeah, slightly on the darker side is what we want to do. Akhtar is a good name too. Akhtar. I really like Hambok. I think I really want to stick to Hambok. Astrogold. That's kind of cool. But these names that the lore gives are good. If this name is not available though, we're gonna take a look at others. That's why I'm not going for something that necessarily says star in it for this character. Not necessary. It's not always a necessity, but I do like to have like something based on stars, on cosmos, dimensions, multiverse, multiple worlds, multiple dimensions, right? T as well is a thing, like Machai Sterling is the second to last character we made, the Hobbit Warden. But okay, what about the head? We should just randomize it here, honestly. Woo, look at that! That's a dwarf that kinda needs to like brush their hair and their beard. That's what they look like when they're unkempt. Darthrim, ooh, Darth. Only a master of evil, Darth. Darthrim. I like the name, but I really like Hambok right here. Wow, this looks really nice though. I like the look of this dwarf. Kind of dark skin as well, which is what Bolston has already, but I mean, Gimlogas has lighter skin, I think. It balances itself out, if you will. Whatever. This one is good too. I said I wanted to go for a shorter hairstyle, maybe. Let's see though. Let's take a look at the hairstyles. The head type it can be whatever. I don't have a particular preference there, I think. Let's see here. Those dread-like hairstyles are cool too. They're great to look at. Yeah, something without a ponytail, because we kind of got that already. That mohawk. Well, a little bit of a ponytail, but it's okay. That mohawk is good. I'm going to consider this one strongly. A brawler with a mohawk, let's go, right? It reminds me, I do have a character that has a mohawk in the Elder Scrolls Online. I'm just realizing that. A bald brawler is good too, though. There's something to be said about that. And the way it looks on the back, again, is always very important. Always very important. Ooh, kind of an afro, spiky hairstyle. Spiky afro, I don't know. This one looks very fun, but doesn't quite fit. Not in my view, if that makes any sense. I don't have like a clear picture of what the character is supposed to be like, what he's supposed to look like, but still. By the way, I was going to ask, where is it that we choose the gender? I know that dwarves are only male. The Stout X dwarves, I think, are the ones that get a female option, but... yeah, I think it's on the previous screen, because I even missed that. I didn't even notice. Sounds like a dwarf female name? Margrim? Yeah, it kind of sounds like March, like Margaret. March. Yeah. Oh, very spiky hairstyle. We're gonna go for the mohawk. It's a no-brainer here. It's between the mohawk and the bald hair. What do you think? Should we... I'm not gonna make another vote, but we can have like a self-vote, and by a self-vote I mean asking you, what do you prefer? A mohawk or just bald hair? What do you think, Rurin? What do you vote for? We can also decide that randomly, because I'm fine with whichever one. The hair color is gonna be this though. It's gonna stay the same. The facial hair, I'm gonna decide on the facial hair too soon. May also affect it depending on what I have. You want it bold? Let's go bold. Yeah, let's go, let's go. That's fun to have. That's fun, honestly. And this is the default one. It may be good, actually. The problem is that it kind of clips through the clothing. Yeah, and it's good that I'm bald because this, well, I'm not gonna have this clothing when I start, I think. Or will I? But the cape on the back, kind of, nearly all the hairstyles that I had here kind of clipped through it. And I didn't like that. So, for hairstyle... Oh, no, sorry. Not hairstyle. Facial hair. Let's lock this one, though. We need to lock it. So we can keep randomizing everything else. I want one that also covers, like, the mustache. Oh, this is good. I like number 5. I like number 5. Yeah, shiny head. See, the character is also able to do headbutts, because that's something you can do as a dwarf anyway. I mean, it's a brawler, so a headbutt makes sense, but I think all dwarves get that option. So a headbutt from this fellow here, from Hambog, is gonna hurt you even more. Because it's all exposed. It's a hard head. It's a hard head on this bad boy. Oh, this is kind of cool, though. Looks like a pugilist, you know, looks like a boxer. It's like the impression, I like this one too. I kind of want to go for this one. There's something fun about that. It's kind of like a pugilist from the 1940s, a classic boxer in England, in the United Kingdom, representing England, representing maybe Wales or Scotland. Most likely England, right? With a classic mustache like this. In the 1930s, the 1920s, maybe the 40s, right? A pugilist. Yeah. I like that impression. 5 and 6 look good to me. Let's see the other options. This is the one that Bolston is using, if I'm not mistaken. So... yeah, we're gonna do a short beard like this. It's short for a dwarf beard, but it's still very much a dwarf beard. We are gonna use this. He kind of looks weird, actually. I'm not so sure. Well, I can always just go to a barber and whatever. Grow the hair a little bit on him. What do you think, Maniacs, Arurin? Now expecting Guy to spam the headbutt skill as much as possible. I'll be using it more than I use it with other characters, maybe. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely gonna use it in the early stages. I don't remember when it is that you get it. If you get it like from the start, I think you need to equip it as a virtue or a trait. I don't remember. And well, yeah, it's gonna be kind of like that. But then when I get more skills, I probably won't use it as much. So should we go for this one with the longer beard or the more mustachy one? Shorter beard is good. Okay. What looks kind of weird to me is that you can still kind of see the mouth through it. What does it look like without the avatar update? I kind of like the look better without the avatar update. But for consistency's sake, I want to see the avatar update visible. Yeah. Let's just keep the avatar update. Huh. Oh, never mind. I was going to say I thought it made the graphics card performance better, but it doesn't. No, it's still mostly when I like scroll, when I like spin around, that the graphics card kind of slows down. Yeah, it's not just noticeable on me, it's also noticeable on the portal, on the time vortex graphic that you see in the lower left corner there, the one that has my logo and the social media icons. Just so you know, I have it set up like that because I have the same name everywhere. Kaiden Tajigen is literally my name in every single one of the platforms I'm in, which is all 5 of them. I also have a Ko-fi, but it's kind of like on the back shelf right now because of reasons I can't specify here. But hopefully I return the Ko-fi too. For now, the Patreon is a good one for extra finances. Anyway, facial hair, eyes. Stream is buffering more than normal too? That's gotta be on your side, Arurin, because I'm not seeing any... That wouldn't be affecting the buffering of the stream, I think. I haven't seen any... No, there is no... There hasn't been any network drop frames from OBS's side. We just have 32 drop frames from that. We have missed frames from rendering and encoding lag, and we keep missing some here and there, actually. They keep getting missed. The counter is increasing. Well, it can't be me either. It can't be me either. I don't think so. Well, my Wi-Fi is a little bit funky. I don't know if I should even call it Wi-Fi because it's an Ethernet connection. It's a cable connection on the PC. Anyway. Well, hopefully everything's okay. I'm sorry to hear the buffering is bad. It should be okay. And as for the eyes, we can go for anything, really. I have no idea what Bolston's eyes are. It can be anything. Eyebrows can be any of them, I guess. Kind of like angry sort of looking eyebrows fit, though. Like, these ones are not quite fitting for a brawler. But I'm game for anything, honestly. 5 out of 5, I think, are good. Yeah, very focused fellow. And the mouth doesn't matter because we barely see it, I guess. And as for the details... Bolston has a scar across one of his eyes like that, so we don't want that. Let's randomize things. Let's randomize this. The body type kind of changes too. What should we go for? This looks good to me. This looks kind of good to me. I'm not so sure. Kind of reddish skin here. Okay. I kind of like the reddish skin. Kind of makes some sense for him. He looks a bit on the older side, which I like. This can be Hambog. Hambog. Yeah, we're not gonna complicate the matter too much. Let's just do it like this. Let's just do that. Let's see. Is Hambog available? The name is taken. Okay, it's a good name. Whoever chose that chose well. Okay. The other names I was considering, Tolkat. That name is taken. It's a good name too. It's a good name too. Tolkat is a good name. Dorothy. Oh, you want some reverb? Let's activate that right now. Let me just open the timer. Reverb. With a fake echo there too. And I call it fake because I'm just repeating the word. It's not really an echo. There we are with the reverb. In the meantime, though, we're choosing a name. Dorothy. How about Dorothy? The name is indeed taken. Most of the names we'll see here from the character name generator are gonna be taken like that. Darthream. You know, Darthream, I like that as the name for like the Stout Axe Dwarf because of the dark origins of a Stout Axe. Because as I said, I'm considering changing the name of my Stout Axe. I'm considering them, but Astro Gold doesn't quite work, I think, for a Dwarven name. I want to be as lore accurate as possible. Not all the time. You have seen that I sometimes don't quite do that with Machai. That may not be as lore accurate, maybe, but yeah. And let's see other suggestions. Mordfast might be a good one, but no, let's go for more suggestions here. Scorefast, kind of like Scoregrim. Maybe mix your names? That could work. I'm not really good at mixing names like some other people are. Astream, like Astral. How about Astream? Or no, you know, they give you the endings of the names. That's how I created the name Alterborn, actually. And it worked out quite nicely. The start of like Astral. Like, right? Like using Astral as a start. Astrori. Not so sure about that one. Because the starts tend to be simple, though. That's the thing. Yeah, like, the AS doesn't quite work, I think. Something that sounds cosmic, maybe? I don't know. Let's randomize it again. Hellkill Bank, Leifming, Dimvind. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but yeah, Ordnal. Ordnal is kind of good. Warlog? That's gotta be taken. It's a really cool name. How about Wardlow? Wardlow is the name of a professional wrestler that is an absolute powerhouse. Let me Google Wardlow and see what I get. I'm kind of curious. I want to see what happens. And you know, Arurin, maybe it is my internet because it took a little while for that search to happen. Wardlow. Yeah, he's literally the only person with that name. I'm not sure if there's any other character that has that name. I'm seeing other things that are kind of like that, but yeah. Wardlow. Let's see Wardlow. Let's do that. Okay, yeah, Wardlow is taken. They chose well. Yeah, like for a brawler, the name of a pro wrestler like that, let's go. I hope Wardlow wins the TNT Championship in AEW. That will be killer if that happens. AEW Dynamite is up today. With one of the things I'm doing actually, so I still need to finish the video. There are some things I'm kind of tinkering with, but one of the things that only needs to be finished is the text, the lyrics on the screen. I'm kind of tinkering that to step up my game and make them look more appealing, more eye-catching, more like the way I'm able to do them in Photoshop. Warwick. Kind of like Wario, which is kind of fitting looking at him. Warwick like Wario, right? Ooh, Warwick. Warin. How about Warin? Warin. That name is taken. They have good ideas. These are good names, honestly. These are good names. Warili. No, maybe not. Like Wario, right? Somebody probably has the name Wario. It's not like I'm gonna use it anyway. It doesn't quite work. Yeah, he kind of gives a Wario impression. I'm pretty sure Wario has hair, but still. Wario has hair, right? You most of the time don't notice it. Yeah, he has hair. You can see it under the cap when he's wearing the cap. When he's wearing the helmet, you don't see it as much though. Like his classic helmet that he got in the WarioWare games. It's more of his signature outfit now for me. What is up, Adam? How's your Wednesday going? We're still... You know how it is when we create a new character. The name creation takes a while. It was a blessing that I already know I'm going to be Kaiden Tachi again in Final Fantasy XIV. Otherwise, yeah, imagine how long we would have taken with that. Wario R? Yeah, kind of like that. Hold on, Warmore, or Warmere. Warmore. Oh, a Wario Warrior. Yeah. Because he's a brawler. I feel like the champion class is more like the warrior in this game, but still. That's in terms of MMO classes, but like the word warrior and what it means, yeah. A brawler is very much a warrior. Warmore. What do you think of Warmore? That name is indeed taken. I think a lot of those names that start with war are taken by people. For good reason, I would say. Warroin, maybe? No, I don't like it. Warmir, maybe? What do you think of Warmir? It's kind of like Amdir. Warmir, I kind of like, but yeah. It's taken. No surprises there. Given how long Lorelin has been around, how long LOTRO has been around, and how lore-driven the players are in this server. Even after they stop being strict about the naming conventions in Lorelin, I think it still gets a lot of role players. And what the hell happened to my timer? Is it still going, by the way? I don't know why it didn't notify me about the rebirth timer. I'm supposed to get a notification from Windows, so we got way past the 5 minutes for that reverb. But alright, thank you for redeeming that, Erurin. For some reason, it didn't give me an alert there. Because even if I'm in full screen, it gives me the alert, so it's not that. I don't know why, but whatever. I'm trying to think of other names. Warrietta, I don't think it works. And it sounds more female. Okay, let's try others. Carl Gear. Carl, you can literally call him. Galvar. Kind of like Alvar, the leader of the Blue Mountains Regiment. Borfast. The fast endings are kind of cool. Warfast. No, I don't quite like it. Hadbeef, Rekfot, Gardrat. Brofast. He's a bro. Brofast. Okay. We're gonna be Brofast. Wow, look at Brofast. Kind of looks a lot better with the helmet. Wait a minute. Is that hair? Wait, why does he have hair? He's supposed to be bald. Why do I see hair on him? That's kind of weird. I like the name Brofast. I think it works. Brofast. I think it works. I think it works, Adam. What the hell? Yeah. Hey, sometimes you throw suggestions and sometimes I'm like, I don't think it works. Sometimes I just go for them and what the hell, they go for they happen and it's a name that we have. There you go. It's Brofast. He will be a bro to all the dwarves that he's with. To all the races, really. But if I have him join the Blue Mountains Regiment, he will be a bro to all the dwarves in there. Why not? Why not? Well, Brofast is created. Is chainmail? It looks like hair to me. How is that possibly chainmail? It looks so much like hair to me. Look at it. That's gotta be hair. But okay, well, that is hair, and I made him bald. But okay, he looks fine like that. I can remove the hair at a barber later. Well, the last time we will see a character intro for a long time, if ever, right here. So let's take a look at the dwarf intro again.
While about to begin your long day of work at the Silver Deep Mine, an old man beckons for you to come near. He is a close advisor of ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟𝕤, the master of these halls. What could he have to say to a simple miner such as yourself?
Let me see how I can load the UI. You know, we could also say that on this flashback involving Thorin and many other people. About, what is it, 60 years before Fellowship? 60 years before Lord of the Rings. He had the hair and then he kind of lost it as he grew up, as he got older. Wonder when the new class will come out. New class? There's a new class coming to LOTRO? Has anybody mentioned that to me before and I forgot? Or is that the first time I'm hearing it? What the heck? Okay, I have it saved here somewhere that I'm like... ooh, interesting. I'm noticing Discord has a new icon for when somebody's streaming. Ranger! Oh yes, now it sounds kind of familiar, and I wonder what a ranger is like when you already have a hunter and lore master, which are elements that would be on the ranger. Man, okay, I have another character slot I can use. I'll be happy to create another ranger. I mean, another character that's a ranger. Interesting, interesting. It was UI layout load. / UI layout load. And in this case, it's number 1. I do kind of have to move some things here, so give me a second. The quest tracker has to move here. The 2 bars move further here. The alerts move somewhere else as well. So give me a second to set up the UI a little bit. Stuff that has to be done every time a new character gets created. It's kind of something we have to do. And travel, I'll put around here. As I keep playing the game, I'll just keep changing them. Maybe I should change. I should like save this as a UI, but whatever. It's too late now, I guess. Buff bars, quick slots. Yeah, up here, I think. What is Vanguard control? What is Vanguard control? I'm seeing something called Vanguard control here. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Escort vitals 5. I don't know if I'm gonna have that many escorts. I'm just gonna keep it like this. I guess my better judgment, maybe. Mount experience. We can keep that there. And the buff bars, we can put it up here also. Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna keep being the way we have the buff bars. That's the add-on. It'll use both tactical and physical mastery. Interesting, interesting. It's a good class to introduce to it, though kind of weird given that we have Hunter. Hunter is based on Legolas. What would Ranger be based on? Well, Legolas, I don't know if you can call him a Ranger. Oh yeah, it would be based on maybe Aragorn or maybe one of Aragorn's friends in the Great Company. They are the Rangers, right? This is the random mount add-on. Oh yeah, I put it here, right underneath the vitals, like that. This is a random pet add-on. We can keep it there, and buff bars can stay here like this, I think. We'll keep it this way. We also have to do some other changes to the text. These are changes that I had to do manually still. I don't remember what the height was. I think it was 20. Let's just set everything to 20 right now. This is also another change they need to implement. They need to be able to, you need to be able to change this universally instead of having to do them one by one. Yeah, Aragorn. Strider in this case, I guess, because it's more leaning towards his ranger days. Or again, members of the Great Company. One of the notable ones. I don't remember any names besides Strider for them. And I know there's many of them that are notable characters in LOTRO, but I just forget names. You know how bad I can be with names. And I'm still remembering Thancred from Final Fantasy XIV. I can't wait to get back in the game tomorrow. I just cannot wait. But speaking of waiting, we're gonna have to wait a little bit before we get started actually with the game, because I gotta take an AFK break now. Again, as I usually do on this time on the weekdays. But yeah, as soon as we return, we'll be doing things with our superstar right here. So let me take a bow. I will leave you with the Twitch clips as I do usually, and we'll be back and begin truly the adventure now. All right, stay connected to the Tajigen Temple. Whoa! Did you see that jump? It's because I was kind of facing the other way, but that was such a cool looking jump. I like that. That was such a cool looking jump. We need to try that again. Hold on. Let me try it. See how it looks. Yeah! That is so sick looking. I like it. Oh. I'm gonna try to do a jump like that now all the time. Oh, and we have some floaty bodies. That's the power of the Force for you, I guess. Bodies are just floating like that. And we only aggroed one bear. That's funny. I thought both of them were going to come after me. All right. Let's go for this next one. Bear versus bear. You're just gonna have to bear with me for a moment as I load my attack. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Oh, man. Will I be able to win this fight just by fighting range like this? I think the enemy just has no way to get to me. That was so funny. Oh, and we leveled up. That is so funny. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that level up. Oh, wait. I'm gonna put a stream marker here. Let this be a clip. I can't commit to subscriptions like that right now. Like, yeah, I could have a month and then just cancel it, but I hate doing that. Especially because it's gonna be a rabbit hole for me, and then after that month, I'm just gonna be... I wanna play this game, but I can't play it anymore. I'd rather not play it in the first place and just avoid that. No, give me my game back. I'd rather just avoid that, you know? It's the blasted rabbit hole.
Guys, Vimset is filth. Bloodthirsty, ruthless filth. And he's a war criminal. His ships have been screwing up Republic supply routes for years. Countless people have died because of him. He took out my brother's battlecruiser. Killed thousands more. The Republic should be planting his head on a stake, not offering him protection.
Okay, that was actually kind of funny. Did you hear that notification sound? That's the... Oh, great. We disconnected a bit, but... Did you hear that notification sound? It kind of sounded like a censor. Like he was saying a bad word there, and he got censored. That's so funny the way that works out. Plateau, keep going until you see the knights. The training grounds aren't far from there. That is all. You'll take the mission then? Did you see that in the background? Did you see that, like, that gigantic tree thing walking in the background? I think that was a player pet or something. Did you see that thing? Hey, that new router for OnlyFans when I get a $10 million donation, We can open an OnlyFans, we can get a nude outfit, yeah. But you know, the hustle. Do your hustle and slay, and then you can lay, as in lay down. You can rest. I'm he's laying those ladies. Ah, yes I am. Yes I am. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yes, he is laying those ladies. Ah, look at that, look at that. Yes. A peach pie, he's like giving that to me as a birthday present. Are you kidding me? Oh wow, just when I thought it couldn't get better, eh? Wow. Dun 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 no 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 no. We're gonna need to craft that recipe. Well, wow. Expectations exceeded today on the birthday. Fantastic. I gotta craft that. I gotta craft that now. No, I didn't have cake. I'm going to have pie. Thanks to you, you absolute maniac. I love you. Big brains to play 2 Civ games at once and alternate. Oh no, Beijran, you may be joking, but that's something I want to do someday. I actually want to do that someday, you know? I'll have to make one of those windowed, but I could do that. And you know, I have actually, hold on. Big brain. Actually, I have 3 monitors. So one day, I want to play 3 different Civilization games. Civilization 4, 5, and 6. And I want to see what that's like. Big brain, eh? Oh, yes, that would be the best thing ever. The best. No, seriously, I would like to try that someday. I haven't even tried playing 2 at once, though. Yeah, so you will be judging WoW based on last year, Shadowlands. Oh, rest in peace. That's gotta be a little clip right there. I love it when that happens. You know it. If you've been here before, you know it. When they just fall off the stage or... Yeah. Yeah. The caveat to... in this game. Like... Ah, it's so beautiful. Tocino, there you are, Bacon. There you are, brother. You came at a good time. As we're coming back from a 90-second ad break. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. I just love that ability so much. Let's use it again. Ah, so much fun. I can already do a video with what I'm doing right now, but I think they may be better if I get more of a following. Otherwise, people are not gonna care for this random to just stare at your face like that. Stare into your soul in this way. Like so. Yeah. Like, why would a random person just see the beauty and madness of the cosmos like this? Why would they? Now, let's see though. Here we go. What did we get? Yes! Yes! We prayed, and we got it! Yes! I mean, there's not a lot of UR cards after all, but we got it. You have no idea. How many... Alright, maniacs, thank you for waiting. Hopefully that wasn't too long. But yes, we are ready to formally begin the adventure with our Brawler superstar. And if Ranger really is coming, then... well, if I don't quit LOTRO because it keeps lagging my BC face too much or something, then it may still not be that long before we see another superstar created for LOTRO, for Middle-earth. And, well... it's still gonna be a while though. Like, I think we're... yeah, there's no release date for the Ranger, right? Hold on. Let me just search LOTRO Ranger and see what I get. Just a quick Google search here. And see what comes up. LOTRO new class confirmed Ranger. Louis, Rangers and Ruins launch stream. No, this is another one. There's this video by Gingin, if I read that right. It was on April 1st of this year. New class Dunedain Ranger? That was from 2019. No. Hey! I'm seeing... Hold on. I probably should show this on the screen because this is amusing to look at. An amusing coincidence. Let me see. Here, it's an amusing coincidence to see this because I think somebody was petitioning. Create a new class. Oh, wait, no. They create the Ranger class. Yeah, the thread is called Create the Ranger class. Combine the melee abilities of the Warden and with the range skills of the Hunter. I don't know if a Ranger is gonna be like that, but I mean, what was it that Arurin said? Physical and tactical mastery together? So maybe, so it is a combination of things. What was it? Oh no, wait, Adam was the one that said it, silly me. Both tactical and physical mastery. So yeah, that's interesting. What else is there about it? There's an entry from March 25. Ranger says session play. So they may base it on that. Rangers and Ruins bring set-aboard housing, but that's a different thing. Yeah. I was just wondering about that. So, okay.
Will you humor an old man and walk with me for a spell?
You there. You're a miner here, are you not? Tell me your name then, my good dwarf. Brofast, a fine name. I am Gandalf, if you do not know me. I am also Gandalf, if you do know me. Gandalf the Great. Now, will you humor an old man and walk with me for a spell? I am quite tired and could use the company. Your Lord Thorin makes ready to go on a dangerous journey. I need to create some new chat windows as well. You're not seeing it, but yeah, there's some chat tabs I need to create. He asks me to advise him, yet he never listens. Wisdom is a curse. I forgot about this dialogue. There's Dwalin and Balin. Hail, Balin and Dwalin. It is time. We will make ready to leave. Isn't Dwalin the one that was described as having a blue beard? The lonely mountain awaits. So he should have a blue beard.
Will not do.
He'll also listen, and so I will have to give things a little nudge. You see, we need another party member for the company that departs for the lonely mountain. 13 won't do. You have work to do, but Gandalf has more yet to say. Thorin will not like my choice. Mr. Baggins. The final companion to join us will be a burglar. A hobbit. Bah! Don't look at me like that. Bilbo Baggins will make a better burglar than even he knows. Thorin will balk, but he'll need Bilbo before the end. How right he was about that. But he wasn't entirely sure about it. But hush, let us say no more of the matter. Thorin is near. Good day to you, Gloin. The others are making ready to depart. That is good news. I am weary of planning and waiting. Have a safe journey, father. I shall see you on my return, son. Much honor will be restored to our family. Hail, Thorin Oakenshield. I am at your service, and your good families, of course. Ah, Gandalf, is it time? Yes, the rest of your company is assembling at Freyrin's court. All but one, of course. Of course! This mysterious warrior of whom you speak so highly. I look forward to meeting him. Although Bilbo is an awfully strange name for a dwarf, he should be an interesting fellow. Gormer, my trusted friend. You are hereby appointed steward of these halls in my absence. I bid you a safe journey and a prosperous return, Master Thorin. Thorin departs, leaving his hall in the care of Gormer, Dowrsmith. And Gimli is here too. Nice little detail to also put Gimli in here. I forgot about that too. Of course, may as well put the one dwarf in the Fellowship of the Ring. And also some dwarves from the company that went to the Lonely Mountain in The Hobbit. Good stuff. Need to go back to practicing my dwarf voice. It's not quite coming out the way I wanted to. Alright, young one, you have dilly-dallied long enough. You ought to get back to work now. Hasn't your foreman given you enough to do? Gormer is in no mood to humor a young miner. You should get your equipment and get to work. Yes. Just a humble 70-year-old miner. I'm still a youngling, you know? I'm still a young man. You have collected a weapon, but something is amiss. Oh no, the inventory is sorting. That mine should be stable. What could be causing that? That didn't sound stable to me. Brofast, will you help me get the miners out? I'll go get help, Gimli. Did I get stuff from the satchel? Yeah, I did. Why is it still interactable? Prepare to prove your courage to Gimli. Not quite yet, Gimli. Hold on. Yeah. This is the light side. This is the good thing about making lots of characters very quickly, one after the other, is that I keep doing these things frequently. So it hasn't been that long since I've done this, so I don't quite forget what I need to do to sort things out. I have a lot of like presents and chests and stuff. Well, I can't open them right now, I think. But even when I am able to open them, I'm not gonna bother with it, most likely, because it's so much space in the inventory right now. 1-year gift box, like, they can stay inside. They can stay inside, especially those that only give me cosmetics right now. It's no good. It's no good to me right now. What should I interact with right now? The mounts I'm only gonna be able to get when we get out of this tutorial. I can get the chestnut corgi though. And we may as well get the corgi here. I guess I would give that corgi a different name than the one I gave it to Machai. It's like the signature pet of Machai. And though the others have it, I shouldn't give it to them. This Brawler outfit is so good though. I'm gonna keep it as a cosmetic outfit for sure. What is it that I have on the head then? Worn fighting helm. So what does it look like when I hide that? What the hell? I go bald again when I remove that fighting helmet. Why does that helmet have hair on it? That is so bizarre. Maybe it's not supposed to be hair after all, but it looks so much like hair. That is so weird. It's like you wear a wig when you wear that helmet. That is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Like, why would you even have a wig in Middle Earth like that? It's so weird. It's so weird. And yeah, I didn't pick up much gear there. No, I think I didn't have any gear in that satchel because, well, you're a dwarf. Well, you wear gloves, I guess. You wear gauntlets. That would make sense. But yeah. Not because you're a dwarf, sorry. Because you're a brawler. That's what I meant to say.
Have you equipped your weapon yet?
What weapon? There's no weapon to equip. Oh, well, yeah, you're right. Brittle battle gauntlets. I was right. It's the same as I have. Have you equipped your weapon yet, Brofast? Quickly now. Practice with me before you go into the mine. You never know what evils may appear in the mountains when the mountains tremble. Sorry. I'm sorry I can read. Come, try your skill. Punching Gimli in the face. That's how we begin the adventure. I love it. I love it. That will have to do. So that's how we start the adventure, by punching Gimli in the face. I love it. I love it. I'll remove this. No, sorry, Chestnut. It's not the right time to have you, I think. And let me see. What is it that I needed to get that that headbot? Yeah, I think it's not available to me yet. I think it comes later. All right, so let's fight. Let's fight like a boxer. Let's fight like a pro wrestler. Well, not like a pro wrestler, because I will be doing suplexes and stuff.
We've got to clear out all these miners.
And the way this game is, there's no way you can do that. We've got to clear out all those miners. A shaking tunnel is never a good sign, and we could even feel it outside. Quickly, Brofast, you take this passage straight ahead, and I'll go off into the side passage. You gather those down this passage. I'll go down the one to the left. Oh, now that can be good. Get out of here, my friend. The mountain sure is grumpy today. Vidnir, stay out of this place as much as you can. Aye, it's best to leave. Then cave claws have weakened the mine with their nosy burrowing. Ah, yes, there's a quest to defeat cave claws early on. We'll get back to that. Monsi, get out of here. In order to leave? Good. Sounds like a troll is on the loose. Well, we're gonna find out if it really is a troll or not sooner than later. Cursed thing! So we have the order to clear out? Good. If I didn't know better, I think there was a troll romping around in the mountain. There is one miner left down this way. Let's go fetch him. If you didn't know any better. These tours should be just up ahead. I'll warn you though, these tours won't come easily. It's a little hard of hearing. Ah! Locked! Let's take the side path. It should be just ahead. I can hear his mining pick. The side path has crumbled in the earthquake. Vistur! Vistur! Oi, Vistur, come away from there! I don't think he can even hear me. Hum-de-dum. Vistur! The mine isn't safe! Get close to him and say it right to his ear. There, that's got it! Wait, what's that shaking? It's the troll! Uh-oh. Ah, you don't scare me, troll. Get out of our mine. A good time for this sound effect. Vistur! Run! Uh-oh. Did Vistur die? Poor Vistur. Poor Vistur. Poor Vistur! Literally. Come here, you oversized sack of stone! Gimli. Of course, what else would you expect from Gimli? You are a brawler, are you not, Brofast? You must help Gimli. We must be quick. I don't know how long Gimli can keep that troll busy before the beast overpowers him. Follow me. Come on, Brofast. This way. I'll break this dreaded lock. Just a moment. There, that got it. Please help Gimli. I'm on it, I'm on it. Say no more. Watch out for cave claws as well. The mine is beset with perils today. Here's the battle music. It's fun because you don't even you never even see your character draw weapons. If you get attacked, you're gonna see them get a battle stance, I guess. There is something strange about this place. And there is Skorgrim, and this is something that comes from the elf story. I love the story connection there and the continuity. It's what I'm all about. This dwarf is perfectly preserved, and he lies among the ruins of an ancient elf structure. Skorgrim never rotted, even though he was a rotten person, if you will. Let's fight! Punching cave claws in the face. Bring it on. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. What a great class choice. You know, it's ambiguous whether it's really something that fits the lore, but it's good enough. It's acceptable enough, and it's worth the fun that it brings. It's worth the fun that it brings. A ranger is definitely gonna fit in the lore. I'm just wondering how different it will be from, like, the hunter or the lore master, even. Oof! Stand your hand, beast! Stay your hand, beast. There they are. You shall trouble us no more. And here comes the sunshine. Turn to stone, you beast. Yeah, Brawler, I didn't say it doesn't fit the lore, I say that it might not. My thanks to you, Master Gandalf. You are most welcome, Master Dwarf. I wonder how long the troll has been roaming around these old elf ruins. I wish Vistur had not been so careless. He just couldn't listen. I'm glad Gormer fetched me in time. I do not doubt Brofast's courage, but I think this foe would have overwhelmed you both. Oh my, what's this? What do you have there, Gormer? I found a trinket underfoot. I expect you will find many trinkets and forgotten artifacts. These are the ruins of Edilion. Ah, Skorgrim, my great ancestor, was murdered here in ancient times. Oh no, Gormer. We also not remember it that way, but it is no matter. Brofast, you look as though you have something to say. Huh. We know Gormer is gonna be up to no good.
Let us away.
I hope this is not an ill omen for my father's journey with Thorin. I forgot that he was like that with Gormer.
The body of a dwarf, did you?
Do you hear that, Gormer? I wonder if Brofast has come upon Skorgrim, lying under the collapsed ruins where he was smitten by an elf warrior named Talagan. But that is a matter for years long past. My business is with Thorin today. Gormer may look into the grave of his ancestor while he is steward of this land in Thorin's absence.
75 years after the death of Thorin, his halls in the Blue Mountains have fallen under the rule of the Dourhand clan. Tribute from Thorin's halls has ceased, and King Dain of the Lonely Mountain
Dain.
has dispatched Lord Dwellin and a company of dwarves to uncover the cause.
Okay, so they did go on the expedition to uncover why there's no tribute being sent to the Lonely Mountain. Tribute sounds a bit like too demanding for like people that are meant to be their kinsfolk, you know? Brawler is based on Helm Hammerhand. He would also fight barehanded with a name like Hammerhand. Yeah. Yeah, it said that it might be lore breaking to have like more of them roaming around. It's a sort of ambiguous lore breaking, if you want to call it that. Like it may not actually be lore breaking. What is lore breaking is to have a lot of brawlers, just like it might be lore breaking to have a lot of Bjornings when they're not supposed to be that many. Similar to what we're having now with the class changes, being able to have like a human, a man runekeeper. I think they couldn't be runekeepers before, for example. Not something you would commonly see. I would say in that sense it's technically not lore breaking. Like it could have happened just because Tolkien didn't specify. Yeah, it's believable enough. It's not like an elf is marrying a dwarf or something like that. Now that is truly lore breaking, but it's something that's a bit more ambiguous in that sense. Not sure if I'm making any sense, but when you see too many of them, yeah. But yeah, barehanded fighting is human instinct. What about dwarf instinct? Might be dwarf instinct in a way.
I have come to
More
offer
for
my
dwarves,
service.
and that's why it's nice that I have a dwarf brawler, because dwarves in LOTRO have a headbutt skill. All the dwarves can do them. Or correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it is the dwarves that have that as their racial skill. So yeah, it works out well, right? Here we are, as Dwelling Bit, standing amongst this party of elves who arrived when we did. But now what? Who should we talk to? That fellow over there, the dark-haired one, looks to be the leader of this company. Dwellin sent us to find out why they are here, and if we may be of any assistance to them. You are the more courteous dwarf, Brofast. Go on, speak to that tall fellow. Do you think he speaks the common tongue? He certainly does. He certainly does. Master Eladan?
It is interesting that the dwarves arrived when we did.
Hail.
They came for different purposes.
Hail, friend dwarf. I was not aware that Dwellin, a former guest of my father's, had come hither as well. Perhaps our two quests are not unrelated. I and my brother Elrohir have come to investigate a dream my father had. Evil stirs, or it will if we are too late. You have been to this area more recently than we. It has been many long years since last these cells were in Edelion, the ruined home of Alt. Perhaps you can help us with your knowledge of these halls. Well, chainmail, yeah, you can go for heavy armor as a brawler.
Mind my words, traveler.
My
No.
father is great among the wise, and his dreams and foretellings do not often stray from the mark.
These are the words he imparted to me. Blood-red footsteps upon snow-colored black, where the dour king walks to take back his throne and finish what was begun. I am no riddle master, but some of the elves of my company have skill in solving such things. Come, let us speak with the riddle masters Merithen and Dorolas, for Dorolas bade us come here. Hopefully they know where to start looking. But what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, that's the reason why they were calling this class like, ooh, look at the chainmail. Looks kind of nice. Kind of takes away from the rest of the outfit, but it doesn't look bad. But I will be adding this as the first cosmetic outfit, which is like the default that you have as the brawler. But for now, I'm okay with this changing as I keep equipping new things. Oh, and also I want to keep that as a cosmetic, so it will be locked.
What do you need?
Okay, so let's seek them out. Are they among the dwarves here? You know, I'm so used with playing as a hunter when I play a dwarf. So my first instinct, as I'm starting to run here, because I haven't played much with my Stout Axe champion, so I'm more used to a dwarf being a hunter, my first instinct is to activate Find the Path to be able to go faster. But not only am I low level, I mean, not only am I not a hunter, even if I were, I'm too low leveled to get that skill right now.
Maid of Onan,
I am-
what do you make of this riddle?
Maid of Onan, I am here to help solve the riddle that is Elrond's dream. Look yonder, Brofast. Thorin's hall belches smoke and soot, and the white snow of the mountain is black ere it touches the floor of the valley. Upon snow-colored black, what do you think? It is rather literal for a riddle. Merithen notes that the snow in the valley below is black from soot and is likely the black snow in Elrond's dream. And there's my brawler trainer. We'll be taking a look at them sooner than later.
I was the one who led the party here, but there is a slight flaw in my thinking.
for I believe the Dour King is none other than Skorgrim, king of the Dour Hands of old. There is only one problem with my logic. Skorgrim has been dead for many long years. He died here, when he tried to raid Edelion for elven relics that he believed would ensure his immortality. I hope I have not led the party astray, but my heart tells me Skorgrim is part of this story. Your heart is right. Dorlas believes that Skorgrim is the Dour King in Elrond's dream.
Why did Dorolas lead us here? Skorgrim is dead.
Dorlas led us here because he believes that Skorgrim is the Dour King in my father's dream? Had I known, I would never have let this party be led here. Skorgrim is dead. My father watched him die. But Merthin believes he has found a piece of the puzzle. The black snow, dirtied from the Dour Hand's slovenly stewardship of these halls. I will permit the investigation to continue, but I am very skeptical and disappointed in Dorlas' judgment. Don't be so quick to be disappointed, Eladan. Don't be disappointed. There we go, the first level up with our Brawler Superstar. Level 2. Can we get an exclamation mark level up in the chat and the emotes? Remember, it can be the Kaide up emote that you can have as a subscriber, or for 24 hours by redeeming particles. And you can also be the emoji. Oh, hello there, Frostbite. Great timing, great timing. We just leveled up. Here comes a raid.
We'll die for our king, we'll die for our king.
And our swords will be stained by their blood.
We'll die for our king, we'll die for our king. And our swords will be stained by
their blood. Frostbite Frenzy. Can we get a shout out to Frostbite Frenzy right there? Thank you also for that follow. You're a superstar now. And thank you so much, because we now have an invasion from another dimension. So welcome everybody from the Frostbite dimension right there. Yeah, let's give a shout out to Frostbite. I was actually on his stream earlier. Not sure if you remember that I followed you earlier. Green Eyed Gamer actually raided you. So I was watching her earlier. She was on the Completionist Burglar, and you were doing semi-Completionist Warden, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, glad you could catch me too, so we continue. Some nice continuity to that, I would say. I like the sound of that, honestly. It is a completionist, semi-completionist Warden, yeah. I literally just finished playing the Yonder Shire with my Warden Hobbit, and we're deactivating the raid right there. But yeah, let me introduce myself before I talk about that. I am the superstar host of this channel, the multi-dimensional ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕦 Kaiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber idol form for your entertainment. And we are creating a new Brawler Superstar. This is the final character I need to create to have a character of every single class. We recently created a Hobbit Warden. We did the entire Shire with her. That's my policy, that before I switch to a new character, I must finish a region. I must finish a zone. And in this case, it's going to be the Ered Luin, the dwarf portion of Ered Luin. Now, with Machai, Sterling, that's the name of my Warden Hobbit, we finished the Shire, but because the Yonder Shire was also coming out, I figured it's a good idea to go from the Shire to the Yonder Shire. I was a bit underleveled at first, but it was a fun challenge, and we did that. So I know I have a good idea what it's like to play as a Warden, though not at high levels, because she's like level 24 by now, and I don't think I'll be playing with her anytime soon, because, you know, it's a lot of characters, and I gotta focus on like 1 or 2 at most, and that's what I'm planning to do, but not before I finish things with the Brawler Superstar here. Our Brawler Superstar, Brofast. So yeah. So again, thank you so much, Frostbite, and welcome everybody from Frostbite Frenzy. Let's continue here. Whether Dorolas was right or wrong in leading us here, my heart warns me that danger is near, as is often the case with the wide world of late. Before getting started, everyone should be prepared. You're a brawler, as I can see plainly, but have you mastered your skills? I fear that you will be tested as a warrior in these harsh mountains. You should speak with your trainer to make sure you are ready for what lies ahead. Feels like an MMO thing right there, rather than a Middle-earth thing when he says your trainer. Like, how can everybody be expected to have a trainer, exactly, right? Well, maybe if you're something like a champion, like a guardian, like a hunter, it makes sense that you have something like a trainer, right? Let's see. Alas for Edelion, and for the ones first knows of this land.
Sweet-eyed Melan.
I am here to help you learn about becoming a more powerful brawler. As you gain levels, more skills will be available for you to unleash upon your foes. Use your new skill Overhand Smash against a training dummy. So this is something I need to learn. Brawlers rely on metal to activate some of their skills, such as overhand smash. Oh, and also, we've been talking about the rumor of the Ranger class. So if that's coming, well, probably not anytime soon. I'm thinking it's probably 2023. But it's going to be another class, another character for me to create. And I have the slots. I still have the slots. They're all on the same server. We're all on Laurelin here. I didn't put that in the title. I usually put that in the title of the stream, but this is Laurelin, just so you know. And I have 12 slots, so it would fit in very nicely. Use your low strike or dexterous hook to build 3 metal and then strike the training dummy with your overhand smash skill. This is very similar to the Hunter focus, right? It's extremely similar to focusing as a Hunter, honestly. Yeah, it's pretty much just like the Hunter. I'm seeing the counter down here. Sounds just the same as that. Like if we want to build more, some skills will require me to build 6 metal probably, 9 metal if I wanted to. And we can immediately do another overhead smash if we wanted to. And boom. There you go. Oh, that should have counted. I'm not sure why it didn't count that. But there we go. It's so much fun to just be punching things. I love it. I love it. And yeah, Nathador, I hope that's how you say it, is also like in that boxing position. Take a look at my character. He's a real pugilist. A real classic pugilist. Just take a look at him. That sort of mustache and beard. He's a pugilist, alright. Not a boxer, a pugilist. I picture him as this gentleman boxer from like the 1920s, 30s, 40s in England. Just as a pugilist professionally, right? Good, Brofast. I think you will be an excellent brawler someday. You should return now to Eladan. I believe he wishes to begin the investigation. Are these different gauntlets than the ones I have? Yes, the damage is indeed better. They do look different. I'm gonna save these for cosmetics for now. What is the difference between them again? Well, there's really no difference between them. But I might as well keep them here. No difference in the way they look. Oh, wait a minute. Dented dwarf make. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I have these instead. These are the ones. And yeah, they don't look different. But it's the heavy armor version of them. Wait a minute. Do you wear... Oh, wait, no. This is armor and the other is weapon. That's the difference. The one is gauntlets in the sense that it's armor, and the other is gauntlets in the sense that it's weapons. Okay. Right. That's something that I have to keep in mind as a brawler. The distinction between them.
You have a true warrior's heart.
Well done, Brofast. You have a true warrior's heart. Learning the ways of a brawler throughout your life is not an easy feat, but it is rewarding. I will give Dorola's theory a chance since we are here. Merithen is not unconvinced either. We should investigate the ruins of Edelion, the place where Skorgrim fell, to ensure that he is still dead. The elves watch him die, so if Skorgrim's grave is undisturbed, then the mystery will be even greater. The mystery is indeed mysterious. A great mystery. And I'm saying all these comments because I already know the story. I played this dwarf prologue at least twice? Well, maybe more than twice because I've created another version of my main character, Bolston, who is a dwarf, on other servers and I had to go through it. And those times I did it, it had been a long time since I had done it, so I figured I might as well read the text dialogue then. Otherwise, I would just speedrun through it. But in this case, I like reading the quest, I like introducing the story, especially for those who didn't see me experience it before with another character on the stream.
I do not think I have the will to go back into that place.
I'm lucky to be alive after the injuries I bore the day Edelion fell. I do not think I have the will to go back into that place. It is only a shadow of its former glory now. Only pain remains. Dorniel was gravely hurt when Edelion was attacked, and many others died. If into the security files you go, only pain will you find. I don't know why it reminded me of that dialogue from Revenge of the Sith. But there you are. Blasted Obi-Wan Kenobi series got me back into Star Wars in full force. It's been so much fun, just rewatching a lot of A New Hope. Rewatching the reimagined Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan duel from episode 4. The one that is called Scene 38 Reimagined on YouTube. You can find it immediately. There.
I was here when Ethelion fell.
Ethelion. I was a healer, but my strength in mending was not enough to mend the hurts caused by Skargrim and his Dour Hand warriors. I cannot return here without great sadness in my heart. It was such a needless war. He sought immortality in the relics we kept here, but found only death. Nightreal recalls that the Dwarf Lord Skargrim sought immortality, but died instead. Well, spoilers, but he does kind of gain the immortality, kind of being the keyword. And there's ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒. The mentor of the elf character, I think it is the one that dies under the rubble there to take down Skargrim.
How can I be of service?
The memories I carry of this place and... I missed that dialogue. Well, okay.
What can I do for you?
It was across this bridge that brave Talagan brought the library's walls down upon Skargrim and himself, thus putting an end to Skargrim's lust for immortality. The walls smote them both as they crumbled. But that is a strange flower, one that I have never seen before. Is it familiar to you, dwarf?
Will you lend me your ear?
We're gonna have to put those lesser Atlas essences and stuff on the bars below and also lock them. This is usually the place where I put them. We want to keep them there. You are the dwarf that discovered Skargrim's body some years ago, are you not? Some years ago! This is the elf perspective. 75 years ago is some years ago. Hey, miss, no worries, you're fine. It was the ruined cellar of Ethelion's library that you came upon, above which Skargrim Dourham fell to his doom after attacking my fair city. The mine is just down the mountainside from here. You should perhaps continue your search where it started, and see if his body lies preserved there still. For my part, I have no wish to look upon Skargrim again. Indeed. Just had to emergency change something on my F14 account? No worries. No need to apologize, missed. So it is good to have you with the Emerald Sword and all that. Good to have you. How is everything in FF14 going? Oh yes, this reminds me. We're gonna have to choose a skin from the J.R.R. Tolkien skin pack for the... Where is it that I have it? Graphics? I think it's in the UI settings somewhere. Which one should I even use? Because I don't remember which ones I use for others. I think I use one of the... Yeah, this Durin's Folk one I think I used for Bolston. Well, I used the blue version because he's like in the Blue Mountains Regiment. Yeah, this is what I use for him. I could use the black version for this character. Yeah, there's definitely some differences. Well, mostly on the menus like this one. On the bar below, there isn't much of a difference. I highly recommend this mod. It's a lot of fun, especially if you're an alcoholic and you give like different skins for all your all your characters. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. You know, I always think about Age of Empires 2. I know it's not the only one, but it's the one I know the most. And Onigami... I'm sorry if I'm reading your name wrong. Let me know how it's read, if you like. Oni-G4 MIBR. You're a superstar. Thank you for that follow. Eorlingas. I like to go for things that are fitting for them. Erebor actually looks good. Erebor, like the Lonely Mountain. If anything, I should switch this to Bolston and give the blue one to him. Onigami, gotcha. Onigami BR. Yeah, now that I see it when it's not all in caps, like I have in my notification there, it makes more sense. Thank you. But Oni is fine? Gotcha. I'll probably call you Onigami, since it rolls off the tongue nicely. Oh, custom toolbar. Yeah, we're not gonna use that. Universal toolbar. I like this one. I don't think I've used it with anyone here, so that will do nicely. That will do very nicely. I love it. Has a nice Middle-earth feel to it for sure. And oh yeah, multiple dynamic layers of this instance. Good other than the fact that I just got phishing scammed. Already changed passwords and set up an authenticator. No harm done other than me feeling really stupid. I hope so. I hope everything is fine. I'm so sorry to hear that, Mist. Well, you know, mistakes happen. And I hope everything is fine, seriously. That sounds dreadful. Yeah, like, if I ever get like a Discord friend request from somebody I don't know, I got one like that recently and I never recognized the name. Maybe sometimes a viewer that is a lurker wants to befriend me. I don't know. I don't know what the situation could be if it's not a bad situation, but if I don't recognize the name, I just reject it. And I do apologize if anybody has tried to befriend me, but if I just don't know it, I can't take the risk. You know, a situation like that, situations like that. It may not have been on Discord in your end, but it just makes me think about that, you know? Where is it that I had to go for Skorgrim's body? I forget where you enter. I don't think it's down here. It was an FF14. Are you okay telling us how it happened? Because it might be good as a warning we missed. 300-meter guild raffle giveaway with an identical website to the Square Enix official forums. Yes, I see what you mean. That is a phishing scam people need to be aware of, so thank you for telling us. Yeah. I think we have to go down there. Yeah, I think we have to go down there and we enter a door. I can't wait to have more combat and unlock more skills. There's an uppercut skill, right? There's gotta be an uppercut skill. Especially if you're a dwarf or a hobbit brawler. You gotta be able to punch upwards for taller opponents, right? Punching them in the gut, punching them in the groin can hurt a lot, but you still need more than that. Because yeah, the groin and the guts are probably gonna be at eye level, right? Okay, let's defeat some pests. And I still have the tutorial alerts. I like having them anyway, just in case. I could disable them, but nah. They're not very intrusive. They're fine. I'm okay with having them. Because I've already created 10 other characters, you know, I think I'm okay with these sorts of things. Level up. Can we get an exclamation mark level up in the chat and the emotes if you have them? Remember, it can be the finger up emoji, or it can be my own emotes if you have them as a subscriber, or by redeeming particles. Level up! Yes, thank you, Mist. Just like the bot is using there, you can also just use the emoji there. It fits, right? Exactly. Yes, here we are, back in that area. The stone troll is there somewhere. The stoned troll, I should say. What is up with that shadow? That's one of the cave claws, right? Because look at that shadow. It looks like it's that cave claw over there, but when you look at the shadow, it looked like, I don't know, some fearsome enemy, kind of like a Balrog. Like a floating wraith or something. Funny how that works. Kind of freaked me out for a moment because of that. Skorgrim's body is gone, but the same strange flower as found in Edilion grows at the side of his long grave. Give me a moment here. I'm just gonna create a new tab. Then I will call Orb RP only. But I also use it to have only like the in-game dialogues and stuff. Let me see. I gotta set the filters for it, so give me a second. Regional event broadcast is good. Yeah, fellowship can be good. Kinship we might as well, because sometimes it figures into RP. Advancement emote is a must. Say, of course. Oh, and the chat bubbles for say. I need to activate them, right? The floaty text, that's what I meant to say. A tail is a must. Standard might be good, yeah. And that is it, I think. If I go into an RP chat, it might be good. Yeah, I'm testing with a say. What was the option again? Social options, right? It's gotta be one of these. No, chat. Maybe here. If anybody remembers, let me know. Because I always forget where this option is. At least this is gonna be the last character we create in a while. Until Ranger comes along, if that is a thing that will come. And I'll have to remember all this again. The good thing about being an alcoholic lately is that It doesn't take long for me to do this again, so I don't forget these things as much. I think it might be in the UI settings. Oh yeah, short trivial quest icons in radar is also important to me. So I need to have the... I need to have that. Where is the bloody option? I don't remember where it was. I'm taking a look only at the boxes that are not checked because, well, it's not enabled, right? There it is, chat bubbles. I believe that is the floaty... Well, not the floaty text like your name, but the chat bubbles. And let me give myself the Iron Hills title. Brofast of the Iron Hills. You know, I kind of want to have the name visible at all times. I like how it was in Final Fantasy XIV, seeing it like that. So you can always see the name of the character. Well, you can see it in the vitals, but I kind of like it like this too. I don't know. The flower has a poisonous, deadly look to it. And, okay, it doesn't... What filter do I need for that? Advancement? What is the filter in which those things show up in the chat window? It wouldn't be OOC, right? I'm gonna have to check. But, test... There we go. I just needed to see that. That would be outside. So do I leave from this side? I think I do. We bring the odious flower to Eladan. Odious flower. And there it is, that 75-year-old stone troll statue. It's a stoned troll. It's a stone troll, man! Yeah! Hey, we recently broke the 420 follower number, so shoutouts to that 420. I couldn't resist, I'm sorry. Gotta acknowledge the funny numbers. And the funny pun, the stone troll. Stoned, not stone, right? BRB, no problem, missed. Thank you for letting us know. Okay, yeah, we get back from the entrance. From where we entered, I mean. From where we originally entered. And it's just to keep doing the tutorial for now. Tomorrow we'll continue with Final Fantasy XIV. I'm so excited to play the hell out of that. And more also on Final Fantasy Friday. What I'm hoping to do with Final Fantasy Fridays in the future, but we'll see what my work schedule looks like, is to have Final Fantasy 11 and 14 both on Friday. Split evenly, preferably. It would mean it's maybe a longer stream, but it sounds like a lot of fun, honestly. And I want to do that. So Final Fantasy Friday can really be something... so, you know, that alliteration there, that name can be even more... Can have even more weight to it, if that makes any sense. And perhaps someday in the future I even play one of the single-player Final Fantasy games. If I had all the time in the world for streaming, maybe, I would love to play the entire Final Fantasy series or a long series like that. Elder Scrolls, for example, The Witcher, because the games are long. It's only 3 games, but they're very long, right? As far as I know. Play it all on the stream from beginning to end. But well, I think that would be better when I'm able to have more of an audience and more income from this, which would mean I'm able to do this for longer. Live streaming, I mean. The thing is, my content creation takes other shapes. It's not just live streaming, but I would still like to expand the amount of days I have on it. Let's talk to Eladan, though.
That is a vile little flower, and one I have not seen before.
You say it grew where Skorgrim died, and where his body lay in death for all these years? Such magic is not common with dwarves. His body has been moved, though we do not know where. It seems that the flowers follow him in death. Perhaps they will lead to his new grave. And yeah, let's get the chainmail boots.
Stay a moment.
Leading a trail of blood through the snow.
A trail, Brofast. Red flowers leading a trail through the snow. Do you think these are the footprints of blood? Blood-red footsteps upon snow-colored black, where the Dour King walks to take back his throne and finish what was begun. We have black snow, and the body of the Dour King has been moved, leaving the fell flowers as footprints. Something evil is at work here, and I am sure something evil was at work when he sought our relics for immortality. We must follow him again. My brother is scouting for signs as well. Seek him as you search. Elro here, yes. So we'll explore the gate over there. Let's see what we look like with those boots. Definitely a different look. So I want to go back to the cosmetic outfit right here. But I'm not going to wear it yet. I'm fine wearing the armor outfit for now. It feels so slow after being used to being Bolston. I'm either mounting, because Bolston is already much higher level than this, obviously. My main character, he's a hunter as well, so even when he's not mounting, he has find the path, so he's able to run so fast. So to be playing with a dwarf and just be running at this speed feels so slow to me. Kind of a silly thing to say, but yeah. Through the silver deep mine. It feels so peaceful, even though something evil is about to happen here. But it does feel quite peaceful in its own way. Let's see if we encounter Elro here. I don't remember everything of how it went, but I definitely remember this part a lot, like collecting the red flowers and the trail and all that. The trail of blood-red footsteps begins at this spot. Let me see, what is the filter that shows this on the chat then? Could it be OOC? Oh no, I think it's Quest. I think it's Quest. Let me see. So that I see it on my chat as well. There it is. You have found another flower along the trail. Because for a tab that's called RP only, you're not seeing it, but this tab I have is called RP only. To have OOC chat is kind of counterproductive. At least to me. You have found another flower along the trail. Gormer is up to no good, isn't he? Isn't he? I mean, he did seem kind of loyal to Thorin, but he's gonna be more loyal to his bloodline, I guess, but he doesn't know the evil of Skorgrim. He doesn't know how far it went. And he called him his ancestor, but I mean, dwarves? There are dwarves that were alive back then that are alive back right now. Or no, wait, no, never mind. No, I got it wrong. No. Skorgrim died hundreds, thousands of years ago, I think. The Trail of Flowers has led you to a dark dwarf keep.
Look what the Dour Hands have done to this place.
Brofast, I did not expect to see you here. I asked to speak with the steward, and the Dour Hands directed me here. This was once a great storage house of Thorin's. I don't think I like what the Dour Hands have done with this place.
Down yonder is Gormer, the steward appointed by Thorin before he left.
I heard one of the guards here talking. Down yonder is Gormer, the steward appointed by Thorin Oakenshield before he left. Gormer is the reason we have come, and the leader of this Dour Hand rabble you see all over the place. You are the well-spoken one in our party, Brofast. You might as well go speak with him and find out what he has done here, and why he has grown silent over the years. You are Brofast, so you were there 75 years ago, here in the Blue Mountains. What happened to the dwarf character between those years? Because it looks like they are coming with the party, so they left the Blue Mountains instead of being there all the time. Otherwise, they would have seen the rise of the Dour Hands here during this time, surely. Yeah, that's a detail I didn't think about, that I didn't notice before.
Have you come to pay your respects at Skorgrim's tomb?
Is that Brofast? It has been long indeed since last we met. So yeah, you also leave the Blue Mountains, I guess. Oh yeah, probably when they take the Lonely Mountain, a lot of dwarves just leave the Blue Mountains. Gormer remains the steward here, and is one of the people that remains behind still. Because it's still a dwarf settlement, you should still leave some dwarves in there, but yeah. Like, he was the steward while Thorin was out, but he stayed because dwarves left when they reclaimed the Lonely Mountain, when they reclaimed Erebor. Okay. I remember you. You were the dwarf that discovered Skorgrim's body the day I discovered the relics he sought. The Longbeards of Dwalin's party are not welcome here, but you I might allow, for your good deed. Do you like what I have done with the place? Welcome to Skorgrim's tomb.
No one is to gain admittance to Skorgrim's tomb.
I'm afraid you have come here for nothing anyway, Brofast. No one is to gain admittance to Skorgrim's tomb. It is a sacred ground, and only descendants of Skorgrim, that is, the Dourhands, have leave to enter. You are more than welcome to pay your respects to our fallen king at his shrine, which is just east of here, in the Rockbelly Pit. Skorgrim was a great king, after all, and deserves tribute. Gormer, you have become a scoundrel! You don't understand what your king did. What the one you call king did, at least. I think I am gonna switch to this outfit now, because the cape you get by default, it's so much better. It's so much better than any other cape in the game, or at least any of the generic capes you get at first. That's what I meant. So here's the statue. Oh, we defeat bats here, right? We are in the Rockbelly Pit, so we have to do the spike jump. We have to do our tradition of doing the spike jump every time we come here. Every single time. So what is the spike jump? You're about to find out. But it's something that I remember very fondly from the ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒 games that I hope return someday. Doesn't seem like we're gonna have them this year either. I think it's gonna be the 3rd or 4th year in a row without them. Which is too many years without the ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟𝕤 games. You can also look them up if you're curious. It's spelled ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠. ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠. I'm gonna take a little bio break while we have the ad break that's about to come up in about 40 seconds. But not before we do the spike jump. The objective is to land on that spike below. But, well, there are points awarded even if you don't land on the spike. I nearly did. Okay. A menacing-looking statue has been raised in the likeness of the Dourhands king of old. And I got 45-second fall damage, so that would be very, very low points. And I don't know how I got that much fall damage, given that I nearly landed on the spike. I landed on like the secondary spike there, but I still fell after that. So the judges would have given me like 1 point, I think. I don't remember how it was. Alright. I'll be right back, maniacs. Stay connected to the Tajigan Temple. Whoa, did you see that jump? It's because I was kind of facing the other way. But that was such a cool looking jump. I like that. That was such a cool looking jump. We need to try that again. Hold on. Let me try it. See how it looks? Yeah! That is so sick looking. I like it. Oh. I'm gonna try to do a jump like that now, all the time. Oh, and we have some floaty bodies. That's the power of the force for you, I guess. Bodies are just floating like that. And we only aggroed one bear. That's funny. I thought both of them were going to come after me. Alright. Let's go for this next one. Bear versus bear. You're just gonna have to bear with me for a moment as I load my attack. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Oh, man. Will I be able to win this fight just by fighting range like this? I think the enemy just has no way to get to me. That was so funny. Oh, and we leveled up. That is so funny. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that level up. Oh, wait. I'm gonna put a stream marker here. Let this be a clip. I can't commit to subscriptions like that right now. Like, yeah, I could have a month and then just cancel it, but I hate doing that. Especially because it's gonna be a rabbit hole for me, and then after that month, I'm just gonna be... I want to play this game, but I can't play it anymore. I'd rather not play it in the first place and just avoid that. No, give me my game back. I'd rather just avoid that, you know? It's the blasted rabbit hole.
Guys, VSinger is filth. Bloodthirsty, ruthless filth.
And thank you for waiting. Gormer Dowersmith at the Berghold. Alright, I paid my tributes, I guess you could say. Yeah, the statue of Skorgrim remains there even after they clean up the area, if you will.
You shall pay your respects to Skorgrim,
Lord Gormer has told us that you were the one to first discover Skorgrim's body the day the Silver Dip mine nearly collapsed, when Gormer took his stewardship. This has earned you a small amount of favor with us, even though your party of Longbeards has come unbidden and unwelcome. We are having a commemoration of Skorgrim's many achievements as King of the Dour Hands, but we need ritual stones, black as pitch. I was not able to find enough for everyone that plans to attend. They are a form of tribute to Skorgrim King. You should make yourself useful and collect some more. They can be found in and around the Winterhide Cave, east of here. They're so unwelcoming. Why do you have to be such scoundrels about it? This is also why people don't like you, you know? Like, you're all so aggressive to people. Even I, who discovered the body, you're like, oh, just a small favor. We forgive you for not being a dour hand. Come on, people.
What do you want?
So, you walk in our shrine, did you? As you can see, the dour hand's reverence of our fallen king is very great. The Longbeards and the elves do not understand such loyalty, so this was perhaps a good lesson for you. But do not go away just yet. I'm sure we can think of more tasks to occupy while you trespass, eh, Brofast? You see, they are so hostile.
It will be a busy day for all my folk.
Let's see. Yeah, I definitely want to keep wearing the cosmetic outfit now. These need to be locked to keep them, especially that cape. I love that worn fighting cloak. Would you like to be here to witness the ritual of commemoration of our fallen king? As steward of these halls, I welcome you to celebrate with us. It will not be long now. In fact, I believe the preparations begin tonight. What say you, Brofast? Think on it if you will. Return to me when you have decided. Just be sure you make the right decision. Run along, my friend. I have no more time for you. It will be a busy day for all my folk. An uneasy feeling indeed. That's the name of the quest. But we also have to collect some ritual stones, maybe? And we'll talk to Dwalin. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do before we finish the tutorial. Especially since I read the text out loud, that makes things take longer. But it's the way I like to do it. It works so well for the stream and the kind of live stream I want to have. Ultimately, what I do is meant to be for entertainment. But part of that entertainment is indeed finding out the story in the games and really getting immersed in it. To the point that we really read the quest dialogue.
Thank goodness.
Even if we've seen it before. As long as it's like, not too many times before, right? I'm not gonna get that repetitive. Ah, Brofast, thank goodness you're back. Those Grimstones sent me word that you were finding out what you could from the elves that settle up near the ruins. You spoke to Gormer as well? The traitor. Skorgrim is not the king of Thorin's Hall. This place belongs to Thorin's line. I have too much on my plate for the nonsense of the dour hands and their strange rituals. Look, Brofast, since you went away, the dwarves of our party fell ill.
Look, all of these dwarves are sick. Dying.
I think. I cannot do another thing until I figure out what we can do to help them. I don't even know what happened to make them ill. How can I help to cure them if I don't know how they came by this plague? Those foul Darhounds have really let this place crumble. Thorin would be livid if he could see it now. Full of poison and death. Yeah, they're also very dirty people. They are scoundrels through and through. Through and through. Yeah.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Have you seen the Barrowhounds nearby? Why do Bargus now haunt our fair lands?
The others think they are just bleak wild dogs, but I know better. These are no mere dogs, they are Bargists. In my travels some years ago, I once happened upon the most forsaken place I have ever seen. Dread filled me, and my voice died, and all was cold. The dogs were the very same as these black mournful beasts, with their eyes full of death. Why have they come to replace the lynx and wild aurochs herds that roamed here in Thorin's day? It does not make any sense. They must be driven off. These mushrooms are a nice boost, might as well take it. This reminds me I will need to send some food to this character. Growing it with my farmer Bolston, again my main character, and cooking it with my burglar Griselberg. I have a new skill now, let's see. It's kind of like a jab. Sinister Cross. Throw point to the generous metal. If a Sinister Cross is the most recent setup attack used, the next metal spender will tear up any available innate strength buffs twice instead of once. If no innate strength buffs have been unlocked via trait set bonuses, this has no effect. So this is where the class gets advanced if you really want to like buff yourself up. I guess, especially if you're a tank as well. I don't quite understand what those mechanics are meant to be, but okay. I'm literally punching bargets in the face to get rid of them. Let's go. Boom. Love it. Shows his face from within the shadows. There you are, Riddle. Hides in the shadows again. Hello, hello. And thank you for lurking from the shadows, Riddle. Great to see you. Glad to have you here.
Ooh, those dogs chill my heart.
Thank you, Brofast. Those dogs chill my heart. You did a good deed for these lands by driving them back. Perhaps someday the lynx and aurochs will be able to return to these parts. Someday. I wonder why the wretched dogs settled here to begin with. Let's get those shoulder guards. And we want to go back to the cosmetic I was using. Well, it wasn't a cosmetic. But now it is a cosmetic because I'm using it in that way. Ikuzo. Let's go towards the next location. Yeah, we collect samples from sick bears and examine patches of strange soil. Very nasty stuff, very nasty stuff. To be a brawler sometimes it's not a glamorous job. I need to help a friend of mine by having her vent to me somewhere soon. Yeah, do what you must, do what you must. So mainly have to lurk, no worries. You're lurking despite doing that, I appreciate it immensely, Riddle. Thank you for being here. Do what you must and I hope things are okay with your friend and you. Best wishes. And yeah, we're gonna have to defeat these sick bears. I'm sorry, but I'm putting you out of your misery, you poor thing. Flesh of this bear is already rancid, though it only just died. The soil has a foul odor and texture in this spot. I can imagine letting go of this place to this degree. Not even my room is this messy. My room is extremely messy, but not this bad, for heaven's sake. The flesh of this bear is already rancid, though it only just died. Yeah. Headbutt bears? Yeah. You can actually headbutt people, but I haven't gained that skill yet. It's a racial skill, so it's not even a brawler skill, though it's very fitting. So every dwarf gets it. I think I just need to gain some other levels until I get like virtues and stuff like that. I forget how it was, but I remember Bolston has a headbutt. You want to headbutt everyone? Well, you would have the skill here. Pokemon also has that. You can make your Pokemon headbutt if it's able to learn that skill. Smash Brothers probably has some characters do some headbutts. She's not calling you just yet? Okay, okay. Making your Pokemon do it won't help you? Well, I'm just mentioning what is up in video games. What video games have that available?
If the water of the river has been tainted, that explains it.
The soil along the river is foul, you say? So you think that the water that flows from the clean mountain springs is tainted by a putrid rot? And these bears, look! The meat is rotted, even though they are fresh killed. This must be what is taking hold of the dwarves in my party. Many of my dwarves stop at the river to fill their flasks. No wonder they are sick. What can we do?
Mountain springs should be the purest of water.
Especially in these parts. Something must be causing the water to run foul. Will you explore the source of the river? Perhaps there will be evidence as to what caused the vile plague, because now we don't even know what it is that's making my poor dwarf sick. If we can make the river run clean again, I have hope for the animals and the snows here as well. Maybe Thorin's Hole won't be lost to sickness. These Dourhan scoundrels are up to no good. Take a look at Dory's purple outfit though. So lovely. Nice to meet you, Dory. I don't think we saw him 75 years ago. Or so. 70 plus years ago when we had the very introduction. Thorin leaving for the quest for the Lonely Mountain. You want to do it yourself, IRL? Okay, okay. Take it easy, Riddle. Take it easy. Yeah, those poor dying mountain bears here, though. You feel bad for them. And yeah, things do get better, though, eventually. Yeah, I forget. How many years pass between this prologue section? Between this prologue section and, like, later when you get out of it, right? No, not the prologue, sorry, intro. Because the prologue is another thing. This is the intro. The intro, which is always an instanced area that you have to get out of to get into the actual game, if you will. Like a lot of MMOs do. A lot of MMOs do it like this. Out of love for the people you care about, still take it easy. Take it easy. Please don't bend too much on the stream, Riddle. I don't think it's the space for that. If that's what you were intending to do. But anyway, I digress. These dour-hand scoundrels are actually attacking me here. Can you believe that? What are you doing, you scoundrels? You're fine? Okay, okay. That's good to hear. Like, why would you even attack me? An elf stands atop the mountain path and he looks very much like Eledan. And he's ready to fight. Door drawn and all that. Imagine just defeating them by just punching them in the face. I'm not sorry for defeating them like that. You actually kill people with a punch. It's an awesome thing. It's like a little love headbutt in the side, meaning where it's like you can do it. Okay. Okay.
Those are ill tidings.
The dwarves were dwelling drank from the river water below, you say? That is ill tidings. The creatures here are transformed by plague and look as if they will die very soon. I came this way to scout for signs of my father's dream, but the grim doors here have kept me from getting much farther. Something evil stirs in that cave. Can you feel it?
I believe there may be hope for the sick dwarves yet.
When poison seep into the land, oftentimes the land will try to heal itself, much as our own bodies will fight infection. If you explore inside the mountain, you might find just such an event. I believe that medicinal plants will grow inside, and those will help to cure the dwarves. But the source of the poison itself is yet to be discovered, though I have my suspicions. I feel a powerful chill when I stand near this entrance to the mountain. I will stand guard here while you explore the cave. Very well, Arrow here. Let's go towards the Mirkstone tunnels. You can already hear the combat music. Oh, there are people here also fighting. Don't tell me they're also a brawler. What class are they? Hold on. No, Runekeeper. They kind of look like a brawler, but no, it's a Runekeeper. Hope it's okay to get this medicinal herb. I'm not sure if that takes it away from them or if it's only, you know, if it's server side or if it's player side. Or like, you matter. Right. Sorry if I misinterpreted Riddle. Those kind of give the impression that it's like that. But I gotcha. Completed the wary for not dying in the first 5 levels. Can we get another level up in the chat? Remember, the command can be used by anyone. You don't have to be a mod, you don't have to be a VIP. Just like that, Riddle. Thank you. Head boss does sound intimidating. Well, yeah, like, it's not a thing that you can do without, like, risking your health. Like, there have been fighters, you know, boxers, professional wrestlers, other martial artists who have had to end their careers because they did a headbutt that was too strong. The biggest one that comes to mind is Katsuyori Shibata, though he has come back, but he was at great risk in his health because he did a headbutt that even made him bleed in a match. And Shibata Katsuyori is a pro wrestler in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He has made great returns recently though, very hype. But yeah, like, he risked his career and his life from that headbutt, right? So headbutts like, oh, they sound like kind of like, yabe. Bad stuff to me. Unless you have a strong head like a dwarf. I mean, you can do them safely, but you gotta know how to do it. And in the middle of the adrenaline of a fight, or, well, whatever it is you're doing, it can easily go wrong. But I digress. We're talking about, like, headbutts now. We talk about all sorts of things, but it's a funny topic when you put it that way, I guess. Can we find multiple enemies here? Why not? Our first multi-enemy fight with this character, why not? Like, imagine punching some bones, right? It's either gonna be a very strong thing to punch, or it's gonna be too weak for you. We have to examine the cave further than this, though. I think I remember what it was. It was like a Forsaken Spirit, an Oathbreaker, maybe? Something like that. We'll have to keep defeating these whites. I mean, imagine seeing something like this in Middle-earth. We saw nothing like that in any of the movies. I wonder if Rings of Power will go for something like this. Giant toads, vampire-like creatures. I forget what their names were, but you find them in Angmar, in Moria. That would be interesting to see in a series. If we could get a series that takes some inspirations from LOTRO as well, that would be amazing. Because LOTRO, after all, is based on the Tolkien lore. So, you don't necessarily need to have like a copyright on the rest of Middle-earth. Unlike LOTRO, for example. Yeah, like you can do it. Yeah. A magical nose ring? What do you mean? Yeah, this is a little bit difficult to find. So I gotta check the minimap again to see where I have to go exactly. I remember having trouble with this also when I did it with... I remember I did this with my elf as well. I don't remember if the elves also do this part. Do they? Don't remember. Or was it my stout axe? I mean, it's been like at least a year or two since I did that. Because I did that on the LOTRO stream. But, I mean, the last time I streamed on the LOTRO stream was about 2 years ago. I can't believe that, but it has been that long now. Oh, what is time? What is time? The passage of time. Let me see the bloody map. See if we can go deeper there. We're gonna take this path. We already took it, but let's take it again. Oh, yeah, it was here. It was here. I need to go further. That was my bad. Just stomp on them. Well, it's not a stomp because it's hands instead of feet, but pretty much like a stomp, right? Love that. Double axe handle. Overhand smash. I know it as a double axe handle. I think it's called like that in pro wrestling as well. What is time? Baby, don't hurt me. Yeah. Instead of love, it's time. Let's go. No more. What is time? There's this song called Father Time by Stratovarius that I haven't listened to, but I know the name. I know it's a very famous song from Stratovarius, so maybe I should learn it. And in these situations, I can sing it. A horrible feeling comes over you. Something approaches. That was very fast. You cannot defeat us. Tonight the little dwarf king shall walk again. But we are the ones who shall return to life. The fell spirit has evaporated, but the dread invoked by his words lingers. It was the evil that revived Skorgrim's body. That's what he was all about at the end of the day. And Gormr didn't know that. Gormr was just a pawn that didn't even know what the blazes he was doing. Oh well, you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. The poor dumb bastard. Too overzealous of his bloodline, I think. Not realizing what Skorgrim really was. Oh yeah, the Mountain Whites don't attack you immediately. So we don't need to fight them right now. It's the fell spirits that attack you. So let's ignore them. No need to extend this any further. Let me drink some tea though. I have my Earl Grey with me. I don't think I mentioned that so far today. Today it's tea Earl Grey hot.
Ah, you will be a hero to those dwarves.
Ah, you have collected pure herbs. You will be a hero to those dwarves, Brofast. Tell me of what you saw in the cave while I mix a salve to help the sick.
These leaves can be crushed.
Another level up. There we go. And we want to... Oh, we got the class traits and outfits now. Well, we already had the outfits. We want to go back to this one. This helmet that comes with a wig, apparently. Or rather, this headband that comes with a... This headpiece that comes with a wig, apparently. Still weird. These leaves can be crushed to make a powerful remedy. Do you smell the clear sap? It is the blood of the mountain, striving to cleanse itself of corruption. Take this vial, Brofast. I have drained enough sap to save those dwarves. If we can rally them in time, our two parties should be able to rid Ered Luin of the horrible fate that awaits it. I will not stand idly by while these fair, clean lands are poisoned with death. Go well, my friend. Hopefully I will see you again when we meet to put a stop to this madness. Aye, we'll do that. And you, scoundrel, you must die. Ooh, what is this skill? Hurl object. Hurl an object to your foe, but the icon is a mug. Or a pint, I don't know. I thought we were gonna literally use something like that. This is interesting. And I assume this is ranged? 25-meter range, yeah. Interesting, interesting. You have a little range skill there. Nice way to open combat, maybe, and you hurl an object, which may be a mug. Oh, but he's a range attacker, so we gotta go close. That is so funny. I love it. I love it. Let's take a drink in celebration of that. Hold on. I love it. Yeah, let me take a drink of my Earl Grey right now. And I have it on my thermos. So I already had the tea since the start of the stream. But I put this one on the thermos. I put this this part of it on a thermos. So it is still hot. Well, actually, it's kind of warm right now. But still. The thermos helps keep it hotter than it would be right now. Earl Grey is definitely one I prefer hot. Yesterday, I had the Salem Black during the stream. And that is one that we can have cold. But I prefer to have it hot myself. Funny, the minimap is telling me there's a stable master here. The war effort stable master, but we can't see it until we get out of here. The Silver Deep Guardhouse. Is there anything in here that I can do? On this instance? I've never entered here before during the prologue. Oh, I don't think I've been here before. Interesting. All these times I've done the prologue. I don't think I've entered here before. Not the prologue, sorry, the intro. That's what I meant to say. Interesting. Let's take a screenshot, I guess. Little screenshot of the area here. I wish the buff bars add-on wouldn't show the numbers while I have the UI removed. You can see them right here, right above like my logo. The numbers are visible. I wish there was a way to remove that without having to remove the buff bars, you know? And we still have to do the Blackstone collection for the ritual of commemoration. Yeah, there's a statue of, I believe, Skorgrim. What statue did they take down? They didn't take down Thorin's statue, did they? This one is gonna be taken down anyway, but it's worth a picture. It's worth a picture. Beware of all Frostmantle west of here. I think Frostmantle is an elite enemy. Now I want to defeat it. You have had a long day, and more dangers await. You should take some rest. There's a bedroll just over there you can use. I will wake you if anything happens. We'll do that in a moment. There's no need to do it. It's an optional thing, but I like seeing Galadriel. I like seeing her.
Can this be?
And what miracle do you return with a draught to cure my poor dwarfs? You are a valuable friend to have, Brofast. Please, don't let me get in your way. Go ahead and give that remedy to the sick dwarfs. Aye. First Boggy, and then we can rest after this long day. The healing effects are immediately apparent. The lure. Olin. And Mathy Stouthand. Mathy, you see after the intro somewhere. I think he's a vendor or an important NPC somewhere.
Dead is dead, in my opinion. What is this nonsense?
Now that there is hope for the sick among my company, we can deal with the more pressing matter at hand. What is this nonsense about Gormer wishing to raise Skorgrim from the dead? Dead is dead, in my opinion. You can't bring someone back. It sounds like Gormer has gotten some bad ideas in his head, and Ered Luin has become corrupted in his hands. We'll take it back, Brofast. Gotta get those violet dyes for sure.
Might you lend me an ear?
Before we go any further, let me see what this looks like with a violet dye. Where's the violet dye here? Oh yeah, you can barely see it. You can barely see it. On the gloves, maybe. Let's see the violet. Yeah, it's not worth using that on this armor. I'll have to get another one later. Maybe. We cannot allow the Dour Hands to resurrect their king with such foul sorcery, Brofast. They have poisoned the mountains and soiled the lands of Thorin. Gormr's fall to corruption is unforgivable. Come, let us journey to the tomb. The sons of Elrond are waiting. We will make a great stand against the Dour Hands, and they will think twice before falling to greed again. So there's a couple of things I'm gonna do before that. First, I'm gonna take a nap. Because it's on the same day. This whole thing happens over the course of one day, you know? Let's see the dialogue of the Chosen One, because that's pretty much what Galadriel tells you, that you are the Chosen One. I like to think it's like a huge party of Chosen Ones, all on the same dream that Galadriel has with you. Lady Galadriel. Brofast.
Listen to my words. I am Galadriel, the Lady of the Golden Wood. Do not be afraid, friend dwarf. The friendship between our peoples has been strained, but I hope it is not being lost. I will not long disturb your sleep. I can visit you in dreams for only a short time. I have looked into my mirror and seen much that worries me. Let me show you.
It's always so peaceful to be in Lothlorien, to be in Galadriel's area. It's how it's meant to be, of course. Yes, here comes the dream, showing you mostly the shadows of Angmar content. A little glimpse into Minds of Moria with the Fellowship's journey. And more. Well, no, yeah, they show a little bit of the later expansions too. I forget. Which I think was added as the expansions got available. Let me move the pet panel here, maybe. So that it doesn't get in the way. I've seen lighted windows in the evil city of Carn Dûm. The dread land of Angmar stirs. Shadows once stretched forth from Angmar to threaten Middle-earth. I fear they will again. Oh yeah, it's being called the Lord of the Rings Online Erebor. Yeah. I forget about that. Because it's the skin. Not because it's Erebor content. Sorry if I get that impression. I meant the skin that I'm using. I think it's that, right? My mirror shows me much else I do not understand. There is the epic fight, Gandalf versus Durin's Bane. Hold on, wait for it. The Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Some of this may come to pass, or none of it. That is the nature of my mirror's power. But there is more. All of Middle-earth is endangered by the return of Sauron. You can see Wormtongue over there, the scoundrel. We need strength, wisdom, and courage if we are to oppose him. Men, elves, dwarves, hobbits, all free folk must stand together.
You are near to wakefulness. The last tendrils of sleep will soon release you. You ask why I wanted to show you this? It is for one reason.
Look at him. Great look.
I saw you in my mirror. Not once or twice, but often. Whether you desire it or not, your fate is tied to that of Middle-earth.
Hey, I just realized my outfit looks a little bit weird. I think it's the leggings that I need to change.
Do not forget my words when you awaken.
I want Lady Galadriel. We want.
The free peoples of Middle-earth will have need of you. You must not fail them.
I need to take a look at my inventory. I think the leggings are kind of out of place here. They are... Well, were they always like that? Or did I did change them. Yeah, I think I forgot to put these as the cosmetic. And it's back to being synergized. Yeah. Oh well. I'd hoped to be better dressed for the cutscene. I slipped a little bit. I slipped up a little bit. Sorry about that. That sounds a most curious dream. I never had dreams like that. I would not wish to have such. So, we're actually gonna collect those black stones for the ritual of commemoration. I wanna be a completionist like that. And just do all the quests I can possibly do. A little bit far away. We're gonna go out of our way to do it. But it's okay. Those Skorgrim statues are actually really nice looking. I like them. Though they're meant to be imposing. It's meant to be something that is not nice looking. Looks kinda cool to have it like that.
Leave me alone, I have things to do.
That scoundrel over there says. So I gotta work on that dwarf, boys, and... Well, we will be encountering a lot of dwarves. Hey, hello, fellow brawler. We will be encountering a lot of dwarves. Oh, was it in the Rock Belly Pit? Okay, I think we had to return to the Rock Belly Pit for that. Nice to see another brawler over there. I can tell clearly because of the armor. Right, it was here in the Rock Belly Pit. I should have done this first, I guess. But I was just going for what the minimap told me was nearer. Which is weird because you would think this is nearer from where I was, but whatever. We can come back here. Let's do another spike jump, why not? Let's hope we can do it better. When you do the spike jump event in the Harnkegger games, you get 3 attempts. And all of those have points to them, and all the points are stacked up. Again, I don't remember what the score was for each kind of jump. I remember they were scored based on where you landed, with the highest being the spike, and you would be disqualified, or rather you would have 0 points from that attempt, from that round, if you landed outside the water. Or, you know, outside of where the spike in the water is. Which I did for my first jump, the first time I did it. Because I think I played it on 2 years. I participated on 2 years for the spike jump, but I'm not sure. And the highest points, which are like 10 or 15, I don't remember, are for actually landing on the very spike. And yeah, that would be 0 points because I went all the way out of the water there. Like that. Doesn't matter if I took 18-second fall damage, because then the points are also scored on how much fall damage you took, how long the fall damage is. 3 seconds is probably the one that gives you the least. No fall damage is, of course, high points. I think 5, maybe? I don't remember. And yeah, like 45 seconds or 60 seconds or so, I think was about 1 point, which is why I said it was 1 point earlier. Athena M978, or Athena, you're a superstar. Thank you for that follow.
Ah, these are the very stones we need.
Not bad for a long beard. Lord Gormr was right. You are not our enemy. Your loyalty to the Dour Hands will not be forgotten, Brawler. See, he can be nice. He can play nice with me. He can be courteous. Why not? Why not? I'll be... Yes, I'll do this to you. Well, forget about that loyalty because I'm about to punch you all in the face. Let's go for some of that. Let's go for some of that. And I was given an axe. You can actually equip an axe? What's the point of equipping an axe if I do that? What happens when I fight with the axe equipped? It's less damage than I can do with the gauntlets actually, but I'm very curious to see what it's like to fight with that. So let's go take care of a Barghest over here and see what happens. I can't do anything. I can do some skills with the axe, but I can't do anything. I can't do any of the skills I have right here. It's so silly. Can I equip that as maybe a secondary weapon? Let me see that, because dwarves have a bonus when they have an axe equipped. What do I do if I have this? No, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. I can't put it here. But they give me the option to equip it. Oh, because I'm a dwarf, probably. It's kind of like a weapon proficiency, maybe? I don't know. If anybody knows in the chat this the exact reason, let me know. Hey, let's have some fun looking at the cosmetics here. That doesn't look good on him. Looks kind of okay. Definitely doesn't look good on him. That kind of looks nice, actually. It's meant to be for the Hobbit, but it looks nice on him. I can see that on him. Yeah. Great mannequins. Great mannequins.
The tomb's entrance lies in a deep crag east of here. I don't know what to expect once we get inside, so stay on your guard and be ready for anything. Are you ready to travel to the tomb?
Let's go! We are ready to finish the introduction at long last.
It would seem that Gormer and the Dour Hands have allied themselves with evil, fell spirits of old, just as Skorgrim himself did long ago. Now Ivar the Bloodhand, a gaunt lord, threatens to sway the Dour Hands to evil with the terrifying ritual about to take place in Skorgrim's tomb.
Talk to me, Dwalin.
There's evil in the air here.
Can you sense it, Brofast? The last time I felt something like this was when I was crossing through Mirkwood all those years ago. We'll need to keep our wits sharp in here. Elrohir and the others are here to help, but we shouldn't delay too long, or we may miss our chance to stop whatever evil is happening here. We must go now. Are you ready? Come along now. I'm ready. I don't have any weapons to draw because I'm a brawler. You can't really draw your weapons in LOTRO, like usually with the Z key, right? So Tor, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, they all have that option to sheath your weapons and to draw them. But LOTRO has no such thing. And it's a shame, like, it would be nice to have it. Gormer, you scoundrel!
Gormer, you must stop this!
Stop? Even as the Darhans reclaim their glory? I think not. No more will Longbeards and elves determine our fortunes. Skorgrim will return! Of course you will not live to see it. Darhans, kill them all! You traitor! You dirty traitor. He's literally dirty. All these Darhans are so dirty. Why do they have to be so dirty? I understand that they're evil, but that doesn't mean they have to be dirty like that, and they have to let this place go like that.
Ivar is too powerful.
It's funny how in Middle-earth things are like that, you know? Like, when you turn to evil, you just naturally start to become more messed up, like... Even Saruman, you could see that, right? Although with him, maybe it makes sense because he was, like, crafting, like... He was creating a lot of orcs underneath Orthanc. And everything was filled with black smoke and ash. It kind of started staining his clothes and his everything. So I don't know. You know, following evil makes you go down those directions and starts to make you look very, very dirty and messy like that. I don't know.
Hear what Gormer has done. We may be too late, but Ivar is too powerful for us to storm the tomb directly. He will stop us if we try. We will need to find another way around. Eladan and Elrohir will go see if they can find an alternate path. We will head up these stairs and see if we can sneak around the side. Let's hurry. I believe him. I'm not sure why, but I do. We will have to find a way around. We will look back here for another entrance. We will meet you there. Whoops, I didn't realize I was supposed to follow Dwalin. I did this recently. You do the exact same thing with the elf. Like, the rest of the intro may be different, but this part is definitely the same. Yeah. Here we go. Gormer about to realize his mistakes. We are too late. The ritual has begun. Wait here. Patience, there are too many of us for us to overcome. We must wait for the elves. It is time to bring back the great dwarf lord. But first sacrifices must be made. Sacrifices? What are you saying? Gorgon must lead the Darhans to glory. There are more powerful forces awakening. It is not the Darhans we mean to empower. Let us begin. Is Gorgon gonna write this wrong? Wait, what are you doing? Sorry, I kinda fell behind on the dialogue. You fool! Gormer, you fool! It is not the dour hands we mean to empower. Here comes the evil ritual. Look at that. Ivar knows what he's doing. I like how it's so ambiguous that you can't know whether it's a spirit, is the spirit of Skorgrim, or it's another spirit that is not Skorgrim on that body. I have awoken. Good. Then come with me, Skorgrim. We have much to discuss and forces gathered that would stop us. I will follow you, Ivar. Let these dwarves handle the others. I am betrayed! Stop now, Ivar! Skorgrim must stay and return us to our former glory! Oh, Gormer, you poor dummy. I warned you, Gormer. Your action was folly from the beginning. The dour hands are shamed. It's the Longbeards and your love of elves that shames us all. You will pay for this. I will punch you in the face, Gormer. You should not have come here. He was a base coward. Let us flee this place.
We need to get out of here.
We have made a significant blow to the dour hands, even if we could not stop the ritual from taking place. Skorgrim will have to be dealt with another day. Quickly now, we must flee. Whatever Ivar has done, the place is coming down around us. We need to leave before this place becomes a tomb of Brofast. And your tomb and Nossa's tomb. It's not just me, my friend. The main way is blocked. We must find the elves and flee this tomb. How's my voice acting, maniacs? I want to get better at it, at making different voices and being able to act while I'm doing it too. So if anybody has any suggestions for improvement, let me know. Did you get lost, Elf? Skorgrim and Ivar have escaped. The dead lurk everywhere. It was no easy task reaching this landing. The good news, at least, is that we have defeated Gormer and most of the dour hands. The dead have subsided for a moment, but more will be here before much time passes. We need to get through this door. Several dour hands ran in here and barricaded themselves inside. My axe will take care of that, no problem. Move aside. In the case of Dwalin, I'm trying to mimic the voice I'm hearing. Stand back now. Kinda sounds weird at times. But yeah, we will wait here and protect you. May we meet again. May we meet again, Master Elves. And yes, we shall meet again. We shall meet again. But we have fight to do. Imagine punching some spirits. How does that work? Your fists are so strong that you're able to actually punch spirits in the face. Imagine that. I love it. This is the part that may feel a little bit lore breaking to some. I don't know. I don't know. How do you feel about that, superstars? Yeah, how does everyone feel about the Brawler class? It has been around for a while now, but how does it feel in the grand scheme of things, in the lore of Middle-earth, in the gameplay of LOTRO? I myself am loving it very much. It's kind of like stretching it a little bit, but it's no different than the Bjorning in that sense. Stretching it in the sense that, yes, you could see them existing here, but you wouldn't expect there to be many. You wouldn't expect there to be that many Bjornings nor that many Brawlers in Middle-earth. So it's one of those situations in which you think, rest in peace, you poor sod, in which you think that, that the amount of players you see is actually canon, if you will. Like, not all the players in the game are canon to the story, if you want to say it like that. Yeah, this is one of those instances in which the word canon can be used. The way I use the word canon is different than the way most people use it. I feel like the way people use it, they actually mean to say continuity, but canon does fit. I just have a different definition of that. Like, for example, if we go for Star Trek, the novels are in a different continuity, but they are canon because they are something that's official. They are something that's recognized by fans, you know? Something like that. Something that is officially recognized. Something that is officially released by whoever owns the franchises.
and or something that fans recognize as being very groundbreaking and very important. For Star Wars, for example, both Legends and canon are canon, but they're different continuities. Well, they call it canon. That's the reason why it sounds confusing like that. I wanted to use the Star Trek example for that reason. But for example, I mentioned this earlier. The Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan reimagination by Adi-Wan, the one that's done by whoever it was that did the very famous Scene 38 reimagined video, they are canon because they're very recognized by Star Wars fans. The fan cuts that exist out there that put Rogue One and A New Hope into one movie together, that's canon. The one that puts the Siege of Mandalore together in the Revenge of the Sith movie. Numeral Joker is the one that's done those, but other people have done them too. But Numeral Joker is the person that I know the most, that has the most famous versions of them, if you will. It's the Siege of Mandalore, also with like a little bit of the Genndy Tartakovsky, Clone Wars, maybe some other things here and there. I still have yet to see the full thing. I'm hoping that a community movie night or something like that might be good, but we're talking about like 4 hours of content. I'm not sure if it's a good choice for that.
Let us leave these halls behind us.
Even though we did not stop the Tower Hands plans, we have done well this day, Brofast. At the end of the day, Thorin's Hall shall be free of the Tower Hands, and all will know they are dwarves of no account. I wonder, though, when will we see the effects of this day and the return of Skorgrim? I will be glad to have you in Thorin's Hall as one of my good and sturdy dwarves. Now, let us leave these halls behind us. Are you ready to leave these halls, friend? I, for one, will be glad to put them behind me. Yes, indeed. And there we go. Just like that. And now we speak to Skoggy. Many years have passed since... Not as many as the years between The Hobbit and the Fellowship of the Ring. But still, I'm pretty sure some years have passed because now the dwarves are established in Thorin's Hall. They don't quite specify that. I feel like they should, but they will... Like, there should be a little bit of a dialogue and a narration before you talk to Skoggy here. But okay.
What do you need?
Brofast, it's about time. There's an important task that you need to attend to, so pay attention.
And now I'm a novice. So with that, I'm gonna get my mounts. Because I get them when I become a novice. Or from what they gave to all players, I think. As the recent releases that they made free for everyone. And I also have that from a starter pack that I got when I first started playing LOTRO in 2015. Back then there was this website that released like a lot of starter packs and stuff like that. It may still be around, but I don't know if they have one for LOTRO. And players were really nice. This is why the phishing scam that Mist mentioned earlier was like a very concerning one, because sometimes people actually post a good link to a website, even if it's not an official website. Maybe not anymore, maybe it was different back then. I don't pay attention to these things, not so much these days, but it was people posting in the world chat that there was this starter pack, and it permanently unlocks that for all your characters on all servers that you make. Yeah, anytime after that, it's a permanent unlock. It's also the reason why I have this Masterwork breastplate, the red clad... No, wait, the red clad Pony of the Gap I think comes from the expansions. So never mind. But yeah, I get all these mounts right here. And I'm gonna put them on my random mount extension. Let's see, do I have any others? I probably have others on the boxes there, but I'm gonna be opening them. I'm gonna be opening them another time. I get to be Brofast of the 7 stars, but I'm gonna keep being Brofast of the Iron Hills. I like the sound of that. I'm gonna put myself as RP on, because I like role-playing. Even though I'm streaming right now, I'm opening to somebody maybe doing a role-playing interaction with me. Yeah, I'm more open to that now, even if I'm out questing on the field. Only when I'm doing a raid, I guess. The idea is that you deactivate it when you are in a moment of your questing in which you feel that, like, you can't roleplay, but it's too much bother for me to remember doing that. I feel like I would probably remember if I had my name visible at all times, so maybe that's another reason to do that right now. Okay, I'm checking my inventory to see if there's anything else worth getting here, but... let me see here, the bonus items for the collector's edition. Special suit of armor. Oh, yeah, I made a mistake opening this. I'm gonna need to put this in the vault. Yeah, let's not open this. Though the hopeful swan kite is a good thing to get. I just don't wanna stuff my inventory with all this stuff. It's so many things right now. I don't want them. Not at the moment. So let's just sort the inventory. Oh, let's put this here also. This should go here. We can sort it out like this. And let me check my skills. Oh yeah, return home should be here. This is my milestone. This is a swan kite. And did I get anything else worth seeing here? No. I wanted to check also the traits and all of that stuff. Yeah, so what are we going to specialize in? I'm noticing that it's not letting me specialize on spec 3. Is that something that I get later? Let me read about them. A durable tank, so that's the tanking one. You can indeed be a tank as a brawler. Powerful strikes and brash challenges will ensnare the attention of your foes. So, to tank it out in a party, right there. Come at me, Iron Will. 5% physical mitigation, plus 10% base maximum morale. So, I'm not gonna be in a fellowship anytime soon. I think I'm gonna go for red. A powerful dynamic striker, the Maelstrom is a dynamic fighter, capable of engaging small groups, but truly shining at single combat. Pommel, Shattering Fist. Plus 21 might, this value increases with player level, plus 5% melee damage. Does anybody know, LOTRO family, maniacs, can anybody tell me why I can't choose trait number 3? The yellow tree, right here? Useful traits with a Fulcrum or Maelstrom. The other Brawler cannot specialize in the fundament. Oh, okay, never mind, it just answered the question here. It contains traits and techniques that are indispensable regardless of combat style. So you can get traits of it, but you can't fully specialize on it. Okay. I'll be the Maelstrom here for solo leveling. If I ever go into a party with someone, I will probably want to get that. And this is where I get the headbutt, if I'm not mistaken. But I still gotta get more of this. I still gotta get more. Fateful Dwarf. Yeah, there's the headbutt I was talking about. But I'll have to get it later. No virtues yet. That will come. No need to rush it. It's not like I understand the system that much anyway, even after all this time. Alright, let's continue. Captain of the Guard Unar has been looking for you for an hour at least. And what's worse for you, he's already angry due to a guard having abandoned his post. You may find Unar in Freyren's court. If I were you, I would tread carefully around him. Well, actually, let's leave this quest for now. I gotta check some other things. Oh yeah, I've got mail. Let me see what I've got on the mail. What is this? Oh, Dwelling, the letter of commendation, right? The novice stuff. Yeah, this is what I wanted to set. To check, sorry. Greetings. I heard you were back in the area, and I have written... Oh. Did I delete the mail? I wasn't paying attention, sorry. Sorry if that's what happened. That was silly of me to do. Well, we got the letter from Dwelling. This is to redeem... Where's the beginner trainer? Is it this one? Bulgy? Oh yeah, we can delete this outfit thing. We have a couple more things that are useful to have here. I'll put them here. I will lock them. This is a navy dye. Could be helpful, Let's keep that. Yeah, for starting adventure, we should open this one. A writ of special passage. These things that can be good. There's the letter of commendation. Be it known that I, Dwalin, Lord of the Long Beards of the Blue Mountains and Steward of Thorin's Hall, write this on behalf of Brofast. I fought alongside Brofast to stop a dangerous and unearthly ritual from taking place, the resurrection of Skorgrim, King of the Dour Hands of old, by the gaunt Lord Ivar the Bloodhand. Should it be within your power, please give Brofast some measure of welcome and thanks for all that was done. Dwalin, Lord of the Long Beards of the Blue Mountains, Steward of Thorin's Hall. Apparently, Dwalin remembers well the travels you and he had together. So got laning at Kellendim or Bogey, Deep Delver to see what this letter will yield. And here we are.
Well met, friend.
Lord Dwalin deems that we give you thanks and I honor his request. Take these and speak with me again. I will share it with you what we can offer. It may not be much, but it is certain that these will help an adventurer such as you. What I really want to get, of course, is a speed boost. So, let's see. There's the Novice's Mark, and a couple of Atlas Essences are always good. And we equip that Novice Mark to increase the speed. Ever slightly, ever slightly. Do you actually have to actively use it? I don't remember. Like, to enable it.
Like, there is a cooldown, right? I think you actually have to activate it. I'm gonna put this here until I lose it. I still don't remember. I don't pay attention to these things. I've been playing with 10 characters. I've been playing a lot of LOTRO. Still have a long way to go, but even so, you'd think it would be enough to know these things, but I don't. I'm just here to quest and to achieve things and stuff like that. But no, I'm trying to get better at paying attention to them. Like, I am an airhead already, so to not pay attention to that is gonna be even more of a debuff for me. It's a debuff for Kaiden Tajigen. I have the superstar class. It's a subclass of the VTuber class, which is a subclass of the live streamer class, which is a subclass of the content creator class. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Well, superstar is a class that is not a subclass of VTuber necessarily. You don't have to be a VTuber to be a superstar. But it relates to it. It relates to content creation and live streaming and all that. Anyway, the reason why I want to leave the game right here, why is this showing here? Hold on, I'm sorry about that. Hold on here. Let me just disable Opera here. Whoa. Sorry about that noise. That's the Twitch front page. Since we are ending the stream now, I want to see who we can raid now. So stick around for the raid. And you can copy and paste the raid message if you want to participate in that. I'm just looking to disable that. Sorry about that. Well, before we wrap things up here, thank you so much everyone for being here. A reminder of the events we have, especially for those who are here for the first time. We have some Final Fantasy XIV in the next 2 days of the stream, and then we have the major subathon. Let me go back to that screen. Major thing. We are celebrating 1 year as a VTuber. It's not the year of a debut because I haven't done a formal debut as a VTuber, but it was my first time as a VTuber on July 11th. So we're celebrating it on the 10th because it's a Sunday. We had the Fall Guys stream yesterday. We had the LOTRO stream today. New Brawler character has been created at long last. A new superstar on the beautiful Star Maker Day today. A wonderful Wednesday to be doing that. Tomorrow we have some more Final Fantasy XIV. You can see ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟 on the back because that's where I started as an astrologian. And then Final Fantasy Friday as well. You don't see it because the live ribbon there is covering it, but it says Final Fantasy Friday. Every Friday is guaranteed to have Final Fantasy. Though I'm kind of thinking to have maybe the last Friday of the month be something different. Ooh, and Final Fantasy XIV! The official Final Fantasy XIV channel is streaming right now. Interesting. It's a recap of the letter from the producer that they had last week. Okay, interesting. Or no, wait, was it last week? I think it was last week. We have an ad in progress, I forgot about that. Well, yeah, talking about the events and then the subathon. I hope it's as hype as I want it to be. Reminder of the goals: 5 subs, chat makes my schedule, 10 subs, chat makes me do a tweet, community movie day vote, spicy noodles. Viewers can choose the next vocal cover, which is a vote among the ones I have considered. A main outfit for the stream. And if we get a certain goal, you will get to commission my new assets. Or at least you get to choose which ones we're going to do. As long as within the budget that we have from what I have earned in that subathon. If we reach that certain milestone right there. Well, more details about that can be checked on my pinned tweet on my Twitter. And on the pinned message. Well, actually it's not pinned. But it's one of the recent messages on the Discord server, on the Star Briefing section, which is the section for my major announcements and all that. Alright, let's get back to the multi-dimensional portal. I need to see who we're gonna raid. Not the official Final Fantasy XIV stream, I just wanted to mention that. But yeah, thank you so much, Maniacs, for being here, for the follows. Once again, thank you to Frostbite for that raid right there, and for everybody for supporting. Well, we're not going to raid someone that's streaming LOTRO, but we are going to raid someone that used to play LOTRO. I don't think she has been playing LOTRO as of late, which is okay. Right now, she is in World of Warcraft, and it's Gutsi Mari. Some of you may know Gutsi Mari, some of you may not. But whatever the case, I think it's a great raid to be going for right now. When was the last time I ever raided her? It's been a long time. But if you want to participate in that, feel free to copy and paste either version of the raid message. She is such a super lovely streamer, so she deserves all the love in the world from the LOTRO family and all the superstars in the Tajigen Temple. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow for Final Fantasy XIV. And still stay tuned for announcements on a future vocal cover for YouTube, because it's coming at the very latest this Monday. I'm still considering, like, I kind of want to have that debut on the subathon, this little vocal cover I did right here. But anyway, let's rate Goosey Marie. Thank you again, superstars, supernovas, and maniacs, for shining bright like you always do. Whatever way I see you next, I will see you round.